Damn, we about to go in over here, right? I told Ye, it's on and popping, right? Oh my God. We gonna go up today, right? I've been handling a lot of shit in the background, but we gonna go way up today. I told Ye, I'm going crazy on this topic today, right? What makes you the perfect partner? What makes you the perfect partner in today's time? Yo, we gonna go all the way up, super up, right? Like, it's gonna be a great conversation today, right? Very great conversation with the team. I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot to do, right? Wifey with me first. Yeah, we gonna go all the way in. What makes you the perfect partner? I'm gonna start it up before the crew come over here. I feel like it's communication. If you guys got communication, man, I'm gonna dive in heavy. It's gonna be a lot to talk about. Waiting for my brother Ye, waiting for Juliet, waiting for the team. We're gonna bring everybody over here so we can have this conversation respectfully. I like having these fire conversations with everybody, and we get to just dive in and dive in and dive in and dive in. This is what it's for. You know, expanding media mentors. We mentor people here. You guys can, tap in with me. It's a lot of things we can do, outside of this. But we getting busy, right? And we gonna go all the way in, right? Today about, what makes you the perfect partner? What makes it, right? Like, come on. This is what I want to talk about today. What makes perfect partner? Yo, yeah. You know what we doing, man? You know? Am I loud and clear up here? Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I'm loud and clear. Ye's gonna go get everybody. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna have a great conversation. Yo, where we at, Jill? You hear me? I'm up. Let's go. You want me to go down on my knees, but you can't eat. I heard you know be sleep. And I want you to know that girl is. Let me work, Canary. I'm about to work on him. Let's go. And I know you want me to go down on my knees, but you can't eat. I heard you know be sleep. And I want you to know that girl is not that deep. So what's up? You alright? I pull up. I'm outside. What's up? Hey, we should have to ask y'all ping this shit out. When y'all coming over, we gonna ping this shit out. We gonna have a great conversation today, right? But I really need y'all to ping this motherfucker up, right? Y'all wanna talk about this shit today? Yo, ping this shit up. Let's go. Hey, I want to get into it real quick though, while we waiting for some people and shit. I want to get into this conversation. Shout out to everybody that's been, supporting the conversations over in Stop Deflecting, Plan B, 400 Club, right? Shout out to everybody that comes through the space and also is respectful, right? You guys can bring up people. We're going to see what's going on, right? And we're going to be real limited on the moderation situations because I need this room to be ran right. But I want everybody to still come up and chime into this conversation because it's important, right? What makes you the perfect partner in today's time? We're not talking about, Oh, you know what I mean? Talking about right now, right now. What do you guys see right now? I'm gonna put the first thing out there. I feel like it's communication. If you guys are not on the same page, then what the fuck are we doing? Right? If we can't see eye to eye, we can't just like, because it's okay to, disagree, right? Everybody can disagree on some shit, but when you can come together and communicate and solve that issue, it shows partnership, it shows more love, it shows more strength and unity. And that's what me and Amanda do all the time too. Like communication, work on that shit. I had to work on it myself. I wasn't perfect with that shit, like with the communication. But when you sit down and really understand what that shit can do in the future, definitely, communication is going to be the first one for me, right? And I want you guys to chime in. Shout out to Juliet, Wifey Amanda, Rowan, Charmaine, Chig, Sherry, wrote everybody, right? Ping this shit up, bro. We about to go in today. Every time I go in, we gonna be turned and nothing but energy on this stage, right? So I want to open it up. I want to pass the mic to whoever. What do you guys think about this topic? What makes you the perfect partner in today's time? I think I'm starting it off with communication, but what you guys think? Let's go.
I agree with communication, but I'm also going to say patience. Patience is a big one for me. We live in a very microwave society. Everything is fast, everything is now, everything is instant. And I think people expect interactions and relationships to be the same, including conflicts, to the point that nobody has patience for anything. They don't have patience to understand, they don't have patience to work it out. People don't understand processes anymore, which is why I admire people who go to the gym, because for me, it's a mindset. You understand the patience and the time it takes. So, that I think mindset has to be involved with relationships. You got to understand processes. You got to let people go through things in the relationship and not decide that it's over now, and you got to let them come around even when they're wrong, when you're wrong, whatever. But patience is a big one for me.
Who agrees with that? I feel like patience is big too, right? If one person has not enough patience, shit can blow up. You can see shit getting derailed, and like, damn, a lot of arguments. Like, damn, why can't somebody got to have patience in this situation? If you put both y'all ain't got patience, this shit is not going to work. So thank you for that shit. Let's go. Who's coming in? What's going on?
I gotta go back into work, but I put mine in the chat. I said I communicate very well. I'm very big on communication. I'm trustworthy, considerate, motivated. I love catering to people and my family and people I love. I'm very kind, understanding, and I just like love all around. So that's my share.
Nah, thank you for that, Rowan. It's all about, you gotta spread more love. How you feel about that, Charmaine? I feel like, communication, spreading more love. What's up? You got anything for
Yeah, I
me?
think for me, the biggest thing that I've learned is just being able to. I used to be able to not take constructive criticism at all. So I think for me, just realizing when I'm not right, when I need to relax, and kind of like just really understanding how to like be able to cater to a man, what they need, how they love, because every man needs to be loved differently. I had to understand that too. And just I think for me it's just being able to take constructive criticism and just being able to say I was wrong about something. That was very very hard for me. I used to think that I was always in control. I run shit because I do run shit in other parts of my life. So I think that's something that was a big deal for me to be able to overcome. So once I was able to overcome that, I've learned that even in my relationships with not just men, but women and just relationships in general, that it's made my life a lot easier and it's made things more cohesive when I'm dealing with people in general.
That's a great one, Charmaine.
Woo-wee! And you know what's crazy? You can't think you run every situation. I feel like to have a healthy balance, you gotta let your partner, all right, you got that, right? Because it's gonna be too much friction if you think you're gonna be able to control everything. You know what I'm saying, Charmaine? Like if you think you're gonna overpower, you can't overpower each other, especially if you were strong, your energy is strong. Can't overpower each other. You gotta find some type of balance. So thank you for that, Charmaine. Who else wanna go in? Let's keep this floor rocking. Let's keep the conversation going. Who's next? The floor's open.
I just wanted to say, like, for me, attentiveness. It kind of goes back to what you just said, is like being willing to learn from your partner, and active listening. I think all of those play a role in communicating, because you got to be aware. You need to be aware of your partner, aware of their moods, their love language, things that set them off, things that you can do, specifically you, that set them on a, like a high plane where they're just excited and exuberant. I think a lot of times we miss the simple things, like that extra little pep in your step that someone could give you just walking out to say that right thing at the right time. Um, I think that's important.
Right thing at the right time. I feel like that's important too. Like hearing the right words from the right individual, it'll always, set you on fire or set you where you need to go, right? If you guys are just joining, we're talking about what makes you the perfect partner in today's time. I feel like, maybe not anyone's perfect, but I feel like we can work on it. We can go towards it, right? Especially if you want to, be with that person, see yourself with that person, the future, right? What makes you the perfect partner? What can you guys do? I already put out communication. I heard patience, right? I want to hear some more. Who else want to go in for me? The floor is open. Let's continue this conversation.
I'll say that for me,
Go ahead. I heard Phil. Let me hear Phil, Kirk, and then over to you. Go ahead, Phil. Over to you, brother.
yeah, I was just saying for me that I'm very observant of every relationship that I've been in. And I think that that's very helpful because we can only experience people at the end of the day. What I know is that what's for me is for me, what's not for me is not for me. So being able to figure out and identify, like, through the patterns, who likes you, and where you can take things and the consistency really helps. So being observant to me has just always been something that's been helpful because not everybody is going to click with you. Then on top of that, like, you'll get in some dating situation, you realize it's not for you. So being able to exit out of that peacefully is also a good thing too.
Nah, I love that. And then I'm gonna go to Kirk, and then I want to hear why Ryan says he's not the perfect partner. We're gonna wake that up, Ryan. I got you. Over to you, Kirk. I seen you coming in before Phil. Let's continue this conversation, brother. Let's go.
Okay, Stag, this is the thing. When you're getting ready to can you hear me? I was had
Yeah,
a
yeah, no,
call
yep, you
coming in.
good.
Can you
Yep,
hear me?
loud and clear. You gone now, Kirk. Come back, bro. Can't hear you, man. Come back to the conversation.
It looks like he's right.
It's all good. He must have swiped. If anybody can bring him back up if he comes back in. Ryan, why do you say that, man? Let's get right back into it, right? You say you're not the perfect partner. Tell us why. We want to have a conversation today. Let's go.
Why? Because I like me, you know what I'm saying? But if another woman don't like me, then I'm not changing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be perfect, but I like where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And I like, things that I can improve in. So when I evaluate myself and say, I can change that for me, then I do that for me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be the perfect partner for someone else. They gotta like me for where I'm at right now. And I have to like them for where they at, you know what I'm saying? Then what if we get together, then we can make those changes together. But no, I'm not changing for nobody. No.
So Ryan, you
So
don't
I'll
feel like
jump.
maybe? Go ahead, Juliet. No, over
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
you.
say I'll jump in there. I'm gonna say loyalty. That's what I'm gonna say because respect, communication, all those things you should have is basic. But a lot of people aren't loyal, and I'm loyal to the T. So, what makes me the perfect partner? I'm loyal. So, no matter what happens, I'm gonna try my best to come to some type of resolution so we can grow together. But loyalty, I'm always gonna stick beside you. No matter what happens, if you
Mm,
can't walk anymore, can't talk anymore, I'm still gonna be there. So loyalty.
I feel like that's a big one
Yeah,
too. How y'all feel about that? Who's coming in?
yeah, if I can, I had got cut off with a phone call. But the thing that I was gonna say, genuine, it's just not a lot of genuine people left. And the second thing I'll say is this. When you're talking about trying to be married, you have to be ready to go in your own direction. Okay? You know, we're gonna always respect mom and dad. We're gonna, some of the things they tell us, but some of the things don't fit our life. You have to really be, willing to listen to each other and not listen to all these outside influence. I've seen more outside influences tear relationships than their own problems. So being genuine and really being able to listen to each other, having a voice. Your wife should have a voice. You should have a voice, and even your kids. You should listen to your kids as well if you have them. Having a voice means a lot. And I just want to add that before I got cut off, Stack. Not pass.
Nah, definitely agree with that. Right? If you guys are just joining, what makes you the perfect partner in today's time? I heard, a lot of different, shares. I heard a lot of different good things: communication, patience, respect, loyalty. Right? I want to hear some more shares about this too, because, you know, Ryan came in and said he ain't the perfect partner. He ain't changing for shit. He said, I'm not changing. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to change. I don't
Not
want to
for
be,
no one else.
what I'm
Not for no
saying?
one else. No, because
Ryan, why you feel like maybe sometimes you got to change for someone? Maybe since some shit ain't good for that person and maybe you want to mesh with that person to get along. Why you ain't open to change,
I
man?
mean, far
What's going on?
like if someone who was really took the time to know me, then I can sit up here and do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just changing just to be changing, no, because it's certain things about me that I like. You know what I'm saying? If I like it, and then if you don't like it, then we gonna have to bump heads because if I like it, I'm not changing. Just like certain things I don't want you to change. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody perfect. But if I like it, I'm not changing for nothing, not for a soul. Because I'm gonna be lying to myself. Then I'm gonna be saying you because I'm not being my full self. And I wanna be my full self.
But then Ryan, how you gonna grow? That's not even just in relationships. How you gonna grow in life if you're not open to anything different?
I mean, I would have to make that determination if I want to open up. I am very open, but I would have to make that determination. Well, okay, I can make some changes. I mean, I do make changes for myself, but it's because I want to make changes for myself. It has to start with me first. I would have to want to do that for me
You know,
first. Because it's
I
called
like what the brother
self-preservation.
Ryan's saying
It's called
because
self-preservation.
yeah, it is self-preservation because I think those that are willing to change for so many people around them are actually the ones that are not changing
But
for the
guess
best.
what?
You know,
You
they
lose
they
yourself.
they're
And
actually
you
they're
lose yourself
losing.
when you
They're
change
losing.
for other
Yeah, I like
people.
what you're saying there, bro. That's what I was
Everything.
picking up from with the bro. He's walking in rooms as himself when other people are walking in their rooms trying to be ditto and copy what everybody else is doing or just get along go along to get along. I feel like that has been a detriment to most people. Most people that people pleasing vibe that has destroyed more of their life than has helped them grow, if you want to be honest.
I'm not talking about people pleasing. I guess y'all haven't been around people that made y'all stretch yourselves. Like I'm
Nah,
around
I'm a
people
man, no
that when I
diddy.
walk, well, what I'm saying is like sometimes when you meet certain people, it's kind of like you're forced to kind of be different and change up. Like you shouldn't change for other people, but like you shouldn't just be like, man, I'm not changing. I'm just gonna stick with what it is, and if she don't like it, then fuck it. That's what it is. That shouldn't have. I don't know. I just think that mindset is kind of like I don't know.
But I don't think that's what the brother Ryan was saying
Maybe I
because
took
he
it the
actually
wrong
said
way. Maybe I took it the wrong way.
if it was somebody that he really had don't let me misquote you, Ryan, but it sounded like if it was like somebody that was close to him and they had said something, like he would made a switch up, but like he's just not switching up just because you got a pretty face or you might be the flavor of the week. Like he's not just switching up, he's gonna stay
We're
in what
not
it is
talking
that
about. We're
he is.
talking about partnership. We're not talking
Yeah,
about just
but
I
that's
mean,
that
here's the deal. But
is
bullshit.
here's
that
the
not what
deal.
you said, Ryan?
I said, if I was in a long-term committed relationship and if I value that person, yeah, I can make those changes. But even then, I would have to realize that, okay, I do need to make those changes. It's still up to me to make those changes because even if I have a partner and if I like who I am, I can, if I'm not going to change it, then I'm not going to change it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm in a relationship, I have to see that, okay, I can make those changes. But see, most people ain't being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to be who you are. Because guess what? If I got with of a woman and she liked it for who I am, why you want me to change it? Why do you want me to
Exactly. I
change it?
totally agree with you, Ryan,
You know,
because
why
to
we
me it's
go
like
ahead.
that. It to me it's like that. Come to me like you come to Jesus, you know. Yeah, I want to go to him in your all nakedness and your all everything. So why not come to me like that? I think understanding that judgment be placed on like relationships is like a hindrance to some people just being themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like um if you like you said, you're walking into every room being yourself. I totally appreciate that. It's refreshing. I love people to just be, if anything I'm doing is making you change, then I know at some time or point, if you take on that change, it's like an addiction. You're going to have a relapse, right? It's going to put strain on your body. You don't really want to do it until you're ready to do it. And when you're ready to do it, that's when it'll stick. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And with relationships, especially with a lot of women, I notice, no shade, ladies, but I've witnessed it over my life with older women, younger women, some people, they just get so lost in trying to change someone. And it's not that, I know it's not initially you're trying to change them. You just love them so much that sometimes you want them to see you in a way that they just don't see you in that way yet. And that's where growth comes in. And I think that when people are really seriously talking about relationships and getting into them for the longevity, you have to think about how long you want to stick with a person. And if you're willing to actually compromise the factors of you and their traits together as a unison. I'm complete.
I say this and I let y'all have it. I never say I will never be perfect, but I'm just honest. And that's what I lead with. You know what I'm saying? Honesty can be worked on, can make changes. But I'm not gonna sit up here and just come and think I'm supposed to be Mr. Perfect for you. I'm coming in as me. You know what I'm saying? Now we grow and be together, then those changes can be made changes. But I ain't coming in, you know what I'm saying, trying to be perfect for you off the gate. No, I'm not doing that. I'm coming in as me. I know I got flaw. I know that about me. I'm honest with, and I walk in my truth. And most people are not doing that. Most people are trying to adjust it, you know what I'm saying, what the person may think of them. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I could care less.
They're
And
walking in fake truths with representatives that aren't truly
exactly.
being themselves. And that doesn't really grow a relationship, right? Like, how are you sitting here taking the mask off a year down the line, 2 years down the line, and then that person that loved you is like, oh, they don't know you no more. So that, like, I used to wonder why adults said that when I was younger, like, oh, I don't know him no more. I don't know her anymore. It's because they were never who they really were in the beginning. But then again, people do change and they evolve to do and want different things out of their life. And if you're going to be dedicated to a person out of loyalty, like Juju was explaining, then you're supposed to ride along with them for that ride and not be their harsh mate, but their helpmate.
They're trying to make it seem like men and women are the same, and it's really not the same. The woman has to adapt to the man's situation, not the other way around. I land on that.
So there, what
I
you're
agree with that.
saying that there is no balance, there is no compromise there. I mean, of course, every woman wants her man to be a leader, right? She wants to be guided by you, right? Underneath that household, you should be, you know, the party. Like I always say, a man that is yelling is not knowing how to actually communicate. Because even when you're upset, you should know how to talk to your mate with respect and kindness. Still, you know what I mean? Um, a man that's yelling isn't really leading, I feel, unless he's yelling amongst men, I feel like. And I don't think a lot of women understand that to certain degrees, because I feel like if we're doing this thing called relationship and I'm showing you the type of partner I want to be with you, then there are things that I'm going to have to compromise with you. Maybe I'm not
So
used to
you
men
feel
like
like Cherry, real quick. So you feel like it should be more compromise in today's day and age, like
that.
more understanding.
I
Let's talk about it.
definitely feel like it should be more understanding, but then again, what is understood for me might not always be to my partner, right? My grandmother told me when I was younger, what is known isn't always understood, and it's not meant for us to understand everything with everyone that we meet. Some things are just left because what's known doesn't need to be mentioned. And I think with certain relationships and the chemistry between people and partners, that certain things don't need to be mentioned. I love that men have a dynamic of themselves, like a strong trait where they just be and you just know. I think men who are very little for words are very. Um, I like to watch them. I learn a lot from them. I just think I've probably started late in intermingling with relationships and actually knowing how to relationship. As for myself, I'm not speaking for every woman, I'm just speaking for self. So maybe sometimes I don't know how to interact. I know what I want, yes. But does it mean that the communication between me dating and trying to get to know people to see where we can go with it, if the right dynamic is for us? I do always feel like a man chooses the woman. She doesn't really choose him. She might think so, but I just don't really believe that. I think that when you're with a man and a man has chosen you to be his
Five
wife,
more seconds,
he
Sherry.
chooses
We
you.
got you. Let's
I'm
go.
complete right there.
All right, look, if you guys are just, that's a great share too, Sherry, but I just want more people, to come in too, right? What makes you the perfect partner? We were talking about communication, respect, right? I need y'all to ping this shit up. Sean, they need to ping this shit up. Wifey, they need to ping. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Ping this shit up real quick. We ain't having no more shit. Ping it up a little bit. Get some more people in here or something. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but ping it up. We gonna have a great conversation. Let's go.
On a mission, how many men follow me come? Oh no, Ikele bitches, Ikele bitches. I'm on it, move like I'm speed racing. So fast they couldn't believe it. Ikele bitches, Ikele bitches. I'm on it, move like I'm speed racing. So fast they couldn't believe it. Dropped out of school from the first day. My teacher don't get money. And my customers when they call me. Last time I checked, I was balling on the Sunday. Open the bank on the Sunday. Allow, for God's sake. Sure you know they see money walking. My Ferrari, they play. Two Lamborghini, they play. Maybach, they play. Dropped up the Rolls Royce, they play. Soon I go wake up in a new Bugatti, they play.
Hey, we're gonna have a great conversation. What makes you the perfect partner? Y'all been saying some good shit. I've been hearing Ryan too. Ryan's, it's still thinking in my mind, right? Like, fam, like, I want to change though for my partner though. You know what I mean? If it's some shit that's not meshing and I really want to be with this person, I'm gonna change some shit. I don't know what Ryan's talking about. I'm pushing his ass all the way back. I'm gonna push back on
Period.
that respectfully because there's nothing like being with a person that's fucking hard-headed or don't want to listen or give you a headache every day or that's draining, right? Like, Ryan, I'm not, bro, imagine being that dude that go to a girl, bro, and don't wanna change. You're not gonna have that for too long, especially if you see value, y'all building together, y'all doing some shit, bro. That's gonna fuck up a lot of relationships, Ryan. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. You gonna fuck up a lot of shit, bro, especially if you don't know how to, come to some type of, like Cherry was saying, some type of compromise. There's no way I'm not compromising with my lady, especially if she's willing to compromise for me. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, just be open to change, right? I want to continue this conversation. Ping some more people in here. Shout outs to the family. Let's go. Let's get
I'll
it.
say this, my bag. I'll say this. Everybody wants a one-sided compromise, you know what I'm saying, nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It could be whether a woman might want the man to change and she don't want to change or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you really dealing with. See, I'm not afraid to tell you who I am, good or bad or ugly. Because guess what? You're gonna find out eventually. So I could put some things out and say, hey, this is who I am. You have a choice, you have an option. You know what I'm saying? But maybe later on in life, you know what I'm saying, if I'm really with that person, I'm really digging that person, then the change might just happen naturally because I just want to be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't put the pressure on nothing. And a lot of things is more simple than complicated, but people, we make it complicated. So we got to be really, are we really being ourselves around our partners? You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm going to be me regardless.
Well,
Whether
yeah,
people,
I wanted to add to what Ryan. I think Ryan, if I even say this to Ryan, I guarantee he'll agree with me. Ryan is saying that he's not going to change who he is as a person, but I truly believe Ryan will make some adjustments in the relationship. I guarantee you, Ryan, agree with me now.
yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with
I
this.
agree
The
with this.
adjustments and change are different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing my personality now. Changing, okay, maybe not yell at you. Yeah, I can say I could talk more softer to you, but I'm still gonna say what I meant. I can just be more calmer with it. You know what I'm saying? That's adjustment. But changing, no, I'm not doing that. No. But I will
Hey,
make
Ryan, you
adjustments.
know what's funny? I was
Facts.
just
The last
thinking,
thing you said
the thing
was
is, I
being
feel
100.
like whenever you get that,
Sherry, and then
like
pass it
what
to
you
Gerard,
want,
please.
you won't even realize you're changing. Like it'll just happen. Like I really feel like that with different people. Like, like some people, they don't have to nag you. They don't have to keep repetitioning you like you're a second grader. You just do because it makes you feel great to do it for this person. Like sometimes you just do and you don't even realize that this is what you're doing, and you turn around and you look and you're like, damn, I done grown a little bit. I like this. You know what I
Brian
mean?
has changed and grown since he been on Clubhouse. He capped me because I used to couldn't stand your ass when I first seen you on Clubhouse. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? You not like that no more. You have totally changed. So I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know if you did it. Maybe
No,
that wasn't.
I
Then
I
what?
tell you what it is. I'm balanced. You know what I'm saying? You like some what I said that you liked, but I always stand in my truth. And there's some things that you just not gonna like. See, it's both. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still being who I am. You know what I'm saying? I just see shit in a balanced way, and I just don't shit on women because there's a lot of shit that I do agree with y'all women on, and there's a lot of shit that I don't agree with guys on. But I'm just being myself, and you just like that about me. It's cool, but I'm still me.
Ryan, would you say you're giving 100% of yourself?
All the time, you know what I'm saying? And does it work all the
Or
time? No. Do people like
well,
it? No.
that's a point that I was bringing out the other day because I'm gonna have to bounce pretty soon. But I just want to bring out this point because I was ridiculed the other day on this topic, right? And I said, what if everybody gave 100? A lot of times people talk about, yeah, give 50-50. The man get 50, the woman get 50. But, when you think about it, you only give them 50%. And what does 100% mean? It means you're giving your best at all times, your best thought into it, your best effort, okay? And whatever the case may be, maybe you've become sick and you're not able to give, but you're still giving 100% of your ability at that particular time in your life, regardless of how you're feeling. So imagine two people that are giving 100%, and that was my point. But I was ridiculed, like by both sides, man and woman. Like what the fuck is somebody, he's drunk or whatever, whatever, whatever. Well, it works for me. You know what I'm saying? And so when I, I'm in a relationship now, right? Right. And I say to her, you give me 100, I'm giving you 100%. So it's 100% of thought. It's 100% of being thoughtful. It's 100%. You see what I'm saying? Of just putting into the relationship. Now, does that mean that you don't focus on anything else in your life? No, that's not what it means. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, when you just say 50%, 50-50, that means you're only giving 50%. And why? Because you're demanding that the other person give 50%, right? And then y'all meet in the middle. But what if you're in a committed relationship, you love this person, and you demand 100% because you're willing to give 100%. And that's all I was saying the other day, when someone tried to clown me. But I was being serious about, this thing. This is my theory. I'm drawing. This is my theory, 100%. And it's not really a theory, but it works. Because when you love a person and you're committed, you're only going to commit yourself to somebody that you really feel is that person in your life. So why not give 100 and expect 100% from them? Because this is your life partner. All right. So, but if it's not, and you just fucking around, you know what I'm saying? You just a ship that's passing in the night, then okay, I could understand that 50%, right? And then you both know, we just trying to get from you, you just trying to get from me. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna pass, and somewhere along the line, you're gonna meet that person. So that's where I am. So, when you don't want to change, then you're not willing to be 100. And
That's true.
Stacks, right at the end of what you said, I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. Okay, well, let's talk about keeping it 100. What does that really mean? You
I
know what
land
I'm
that
saying?
plane,
So
buddy.
thank you for allowing me to get that off my chest. Um, you
Yay, what
know,
we doing, Yay? What's up? Yo, Drawd, I
I
appreciate you. What
appreciate that, bro. So, what makes you the perfect partner?
shit, I can't even say partner, but perfect partner. But this is one thing I know about myself. Now, all my little past relationships and stuff like that, I did get some time to sit down and just analyze all the things that I went wrong, where I could have compromised that, where I was lacking that with myself. Um, if it was me that was unhappy, or if I was taking in someone else's drama, I went through all those things. So, needless to say that I took the time to find out who I was. Right? When you don't know who you are, you can expect something perfect out of
Say that
someone
shit again.
else.
Put a one in the chat if y'all agree with Ye. Let's turn that shit up, Ye. Let's go.
If you don't know who
What
you
if
are,
we don't agree?
you
What if we
cannot
don't
expect
agree?
someone.
I need a one. Let's
Can
go.
you nigga? If you don't agree, wait till I finish, and we can have this conversation further. You can further it by disagreeing. I like when we disagree. It's fine. If you don't agree, put two in the chat. Black folks, I love y'all, but I hate y'all. But listen. You can't expect the best out of someone else if you don't know who you are. If you're still trying to figure out who you are, you're gonna be stuck, and that person gonna be complacent, and that person probably even get worse. So if you don't know who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Sorry, if you don't know who you are, you can't expect someone to fully come 100% or 50% on any of those type of things. Reflection. That's what makes me the perfect partner today.
So just reflection, yay. Just like knowing who you know, you like being better than you was 24 hours ago, knowing that you fucked up,
Exactly.
knowing that it was, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
facing that shit. Like, you know what? I was wrong in that situation, man. How could I have been better? A lot of people don't do that shit. A lot of people don't, correct themselves going forward. They'll be fucked up in their ways, yeah. And we
Right.
seen that shit, yeah, a lot. We chop it up, yeah. It's like we see people be stuck in their ways and people won't move forward and change. What the fuck is wrong with some people? How about y'all sit back, look in the mirror, and see what's going on so that way you can change? I bet you'll get more life results. You'll get better positions. You'll get better relationships if you just sit back and do some self reflection. Yay, I appreciate that, man. 400. Let's go.
For sure.
Yo, let's keep this conversation
So
open,
so
right?
the so the,
What's up?
mhm. So to do that disagree, go ahead and shoot your shit, bro. It's okay. I don't. The entirety of your own opinion.
Some people influence people to be better people. Like a lot of people, like, oh, you gotta be the perfect version of yourself in order to date. Nah, you don't always meet the right people at the right time. Sometimes you can meet a person, that person gonna influence you good, gonna guide you on the right path. It's gonna make you grow, make you evolve. Sometimes a person can fix you. And I know it's a lot of, we live in an individualistic society that wants you to do everything by yourself and be lonely. But nah, humans are not lonely creatures. We're actually social animals. And we actually are influenced constantly by the people around us to be better versions of ourselves. And it's okay if somebody can help and guide you. If it's a father, a mother, a friend, a lover, that's normal. It's okay. You don't have all the answers. It's okay to allow a person to come into your life and make shit better for you. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
I
Nah, I
agree.
definitely.
My
Hold on,
bad.
hold on, hold on, hold on. I definitely agree because there's some people that come in your life and teach you lessons. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you guys agree, and share this shit out too to more people so we can have more people come. But I feel like people come in your life to teach you a lesson. It's either going to be a blessing or a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's both. Right? You'll be like, damn. Or I'm glad that person got out of my life before I got here. Or I'm glad that door closed before I got there. Yeah. I
Hmm.
definitely agree. There's some people that come in your life and you're like, yo, you know what? Man, I'm glad I ducked that bullet, or I'm glad I dodged that shit, or I'm glad that
That
person.
bullet.
Come on, yeah, because you
That's a
gotta
fact.
dodge bullets in life. There's a lot of people that don't know how to dodge the bullets and they get hit with all type of consequences. So let's continue this conversation, man.
Facts.
Yeah,
I done
I
dodged
agree.
bullets.
yeah.
I do
I done
agree.
Real
dodged bullets. I done dodged missiles. The nuclear. I done got under bunkers, my boy. Like, man, I done dodged it all. To tell you the
And guess
truth and
what? I
shit.
agree with y'all. I
And at
agree
the end
with
of the
y'all.
day, so somebody probably hold up. You listen. Let me tell you something, Ryan. I'm sick of your shit. I'm gonna tell you why I'm sick of your shit. Because I talked to you the other day, and you said you don't want to be in no relationship. Why are we trying to influence people to be in relationships, trust women, and now you telling me, oh, I'm gonna get into this relationship and I'm not gonna chase. Nigga, you don't want
No,
no
here's the
relationship.
deal. No,
No,
here's the
no,
deal.
Ryan, you don't want a
No,
relationship.
here's the
You're
deal.
Ryan is
Here's
trolling us.
stubborn.
Come on,
no,
Yay,
Ryan
no,
is
wake it
here's the
up.
Get
deal.
out
I
the
stubborn.
no,
way,
here's the deal.
lady.
I'll
Get
be
out the way,
honest. No,
lady.
here's
This
the deal.
man doesn't
Now
want no
just ask me a question.
relationship.
Here's
Yes,
the
he
deal.
do.
No, here's the deal.
Ryan is
You
Here's
very
the
just want
deal.
to pump
stubborn.
and dump
Listen,
No, he
Groundhog
here's the
Day.
don't.
deal. Listen, hey, listen. I say this. I don't because I already know who I am. So why would I sit here a lot of myself that I know that my ways is going to fuck it up, and I know that that's on me. I don't blame a lot of women for who I am. I put it all on me, and I made this. I created me. I created my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I did this. I don't blame women for nothing. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you still out there, pimp daddy macking women and falling
No,
in love
no,
and
no, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
Here's the deal. I'm not out there left. I'm not even doing it. I'm chilling. I'm really chilling. I'm really just living life and just having fun with it. But I
Ryan,
tell
have
women
you
the
ever
truth.
had true love though? Like real?
No, I haven't.
That's what
I
it is.
haven't.
Telling
I
you,
haven't.
that's what
Do
it
we got
is.
a match
Okay.
made in heaven? Do we got a match
No,
made in heaven in this
No, when you
motherfucker?
no.
get
Here's
true
the deal. I'll be
love,
honest.
you're gonna
No,
change
I
these
haven't.
sentiments. I promise you.
No, here's the deal. My thing is this. I can't miss something I never had, right? And that's a lot of people's problem. See, people are so emotionally attached to an ideal of love, you know what I'm saying, never really experienced true love. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced it either for myself, but I'm honest enough to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm also
But you
honest
haven't
enough to
given
say
it a
this here.
chance, Ryan. You
No, here's
haven't
the
given it a
deal. No, here's the
chance.
Let him
deal.
finish, man.
Here's the deal. Let me finish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can talk themselves out of shit too, because when most women emphasize certain things, I don't fuck with it. Here's the deal. If I know the shit's gonna go bad, why would I even start when I know the end is gonna end? Why would I put myself through a situation? Why would I put myself in turmoil when I know the turmoil is right in front of my face? I don't ignore the red flags. I am not smarter than none of y'all. I just see shit and I go the other way. I don't have to deal with shit. See, people want to deal with the red flags. The red flags were there in the beginning. Why the fuck you just didn't go around that shit? I ain't
No
smarter than none of
relationship is
y'all.
perfect though. You're
I'm
not
not
gonna be
smarter
in
than y'all.
no relationship is
My
perfect.
thing is
Nothing's
this.
gonna be easy.
No, here's the deal. I'm not smarter than y'all. Y'all just more emotional than me. I'm just more logic. I'm not smarter. It's not
Oh
about
wow.
who's smarter. You're just more emotional. You just, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You carpet fantasy land about love. I just see it for what it
oh.
is. There is not that much love
Put a
out here.
headshot on it, Ryan. Who you talking
Put a
about, bro?
headshot
Let's
on it.
go.
No, I'm talking about most people in life. I'm not talking about just individually on this app. It's a lot on this app. It's a lot in the world. It's a lot of it in the world on this app. You know
So
what I'm
you don't
saying?
believe love is real. That's what you're saying.
Look, here's the deal. Most of it is not real. Most of it is based in lust and it's
Hey,
based on
hey, hey,
survival
Wow.
Ryan,
mode.
real quick, Ryan, real quick.
He fighting.
I feel like,
Hey, Stacks. He windmilling. He fighting for his life right now.
all right, Ryan. I don't know if you done. I don't know if you experienced this or not, but when you get the one, the best of the best, the top tier, yeah, your top, the top of the top, right? Right? The experience. You know where I'm going with it, right? When you get the best of the best, you're not gonna say shit like that, Ryan, bro. You're gonna be open to every change, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I feel like once you come across someone that can change your mind and what you've been thinking, bro, you ain't gonna be saying this shit, bro.
That's
It's
true.
gonna be a whole different ball
That's
game
Here's
when
the
true.
you start
here's the
talking,
deal.
bro. Listen, look, hold on.
Go
It's
ahead, go
gonna
ahead,
be
go
a
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
different
go ahead.
ball game, Ryan. You gonna find someone gonna be like, damn, man, I wanna do this. I wanna go get her nails done. I wanna go do this. I wanna pay
That's
for
true.
this, right? It's you're gonna want to do that, but you gotta experience it with one person, bro. Don't spread your energy everywhere, bro. Oh, dating this one, dating this one. You gotta focus on one, bro.
Here's the deal.
One. That's all I'm
No,
saying,
no,
bro. That's
Yo,
here's
can
I'm
I
giving
say,
you some
hey,
game, bro. Hey, hold on,
go ahead, go
And
ahead,
But
go
talk
Stacks,
ahead,
to
go
you
my
ahead,
brother
Stacks,
go
you
ahead.
can't.
Krishan, and I want to talk to my
Mm-hmm.
brother Nick. Y'all see my brother Nick here too. I want to check on him too. And Shig was trying to get in here 400.
Go
Y'all
ahead, go
going
ahead, go
crazy
ahead, go
on the
ahead.
stage right
Yeah,
now. I want to
I was.
check
Oh
on
yeah,
Shig too.
check the bro.
Yeah, he
Check.
was
I
trying to
got you.
come
I
in,
got you.
and then we gonna keep it
One
rolling.
punchline, one punchline, Stack. One punchline. You can't teach this shit to serial daters. You can't do it. Go ahead, chick.
oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah. What's up? What's the word? What's the word? Uh, so many things. Uh, to what the dude was just talking about, right? I actually agree with Passport, except for the fact that people can't make you change; they inspire you. People can't change you; they inspire you to change yourself. right? So that's my opinion on it. I'm certified. A lot of my life, I was a certified fuck nigga, right? If she was nice, whatever, whatever, I'm bagging, I'm tagging. You know, it is what it is, right? But at the same at the same time, there have been times in my life, even in my fuck niggerdom, where I came across a woman that was truly solid, and I immediately, like unintentionally, switched everything up. Now all of a sudden, I'm only talking to this one person or two people, depending on what situation I was in. But you know, I'm only dealing with these people that I've encountered that were different than the rest, right? Inside every fuck nigga, for every fuck nigga there is out there that's out here just rat bagging and tagging, there's a few women out there that when they come into contact with them women, all of a sudden they have no urge to fuck with anything else, right? Because what she presents is just different. It hits different for that man, right? So I honestly don't even think, and this kind of is gonna hurt some feelings, right? But everybody not her. You know what I'm saying? As far as men go,
Hold up,
everybody
chick.
not her.
Say that again. Say
So
that
like,
again.
yeah, like you like, oh, he was a fuck nigga. He just woo woo woo. No, I love you was easy coochie. Like you was just something to do, unfortunately for him, right? But for another man, you might be the creme de la creme. You might be the greatest thing he ever seen. You get what I mean? And for some people, you're not that to nobody. And the same thing can be said for men. Some dudes are just not him. That's why you the food nigga. That's why you and her phone saved as Domino's. You know what I'm saying? Uber Eats. It's just a fact of life. I think people needs to come to grips with that, right? And it doesn't make them gay because they don't want to fuck you. It doesn't make her weird because she didn't make you, you know, want to be your girlfriend or anything like that. It doesn't make her a hoe. You just didn't invoke whatever that is in her that made her want to slow down. It's simple and it's true on both sides. I think it's a certain humility that people lack, right? Because their ego stroke, their ego slap of like, yo, what you mean you don't want to cuff me? What? Why are you not answering my calls? Are you serious right now?
They
You
be
know what I'm
hurt,
saying?
chick.
They
They be
be
hurt.
hurt. Me, bro, I ain't gonna say it ain't never happened to me. I just took my shit and I rolled. You know what I'm saying? Shorty on a different type of time. Or even worse, she's just like, I just didn't do it for her like that. Right? And it's not even like something, I think a lot of people take that shit to heart too much though, Stack. Like, yeah, they really be hurt about it for a long time. And two, I'm gonna say this. We got to your title. Um I'm not a perfect person. I don't think I'll be the perfect partner, but I think that my pursuit of perfection, right? The consistent, like somebody said, discipline earlier, right? I feel like it's my duty to keep improving and to pay attention to you as you grow, right? And you change because they say, the smart people said that women change almost completely every 5 to 7 years. When you were 25, she was on a balcony with you. She beat you to the balcony and was waiting on you. At 32, she'll fuck with it sometimes, but now she only want to fuck with it indoors. At 40, she like, bro, I'm not fucking you on no balcony, on a boat, on a on a yacht, in a hotel, nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, 'cause, people just change, and that's why people need to consistently like listen to understand. Don't just assume that you know this person, right? Because they're growing, they're being exposed to things. There's certain things in their mind that as you grow in your relationships, sorry for being long-winded, that those things evolve. Things that she's had conversations about, or he's had conversations about, he heard about, he wants to try. So keep dating, like keep having those real conversations. Ask him like, like, what's something new that you want to try that we never did? A place you want to go eat, a place you want to go get freaky, like a different style of dress. You know what
Come
I'm saying?
on, chick. Come
But
on.
people just, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of these relationships go to hell after so many years because people stop dating. And they stop, like, once they get to where they figure, like, we're good, we're married, or we're in a relationship, we're living together now, I ain't got to do no more work or no learning. I know this
Shit,
motherfucker.
chick. Come on.
So I just encourage people to, like, keep listening. You got 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. Like, listen twice as much as you speak and always seek to do better. And remember that you signed up for whatever situation you in. So honor your duty whether you mad or not. That's the last thing I'm going to drop with. Appreciate you.
Nah, chick, I appreciate you. I need y'all to ping up though. I'm gonna check on my brother Nick, and I know some people want to come in, but I want to give him some space in here, and brother Fashawn, and a couple other people that whoever want to jump in. It's a great conversation, but ping it up and share it up so we can have some more people, come through right now on this shit. Like what y'all doing? Let's keep going. Big pack. Let's go.
Ridiculous them, seconds to Trinidad. Pick up the will of them. Come on, get it, no idea. Anything I do. Headline news, if you waiting, I no do. Then go say I do. Nothing but the truth, and I step up in the roof. Not like my life, no be smartin'. Remember last Christmas, Santa Claus gave me the glizzy with the switch dog. So some people never see this Christmas. And them grasses, most of them not even Christians. Click bang, body sinking at the quicksand. See tech full of bomb like Afghanistan. And everywhere me guy come, me know the enemy, them a pray, and me know they not sorry for me. People are ball and a skin, cause we bad than we mean. Bloody crime scene, calamity. That's how we shoot out brain figure Canada G. Make them have a experience, no gravity. Tell a when I laugh up, when I dead dog. Violate people are dead dog. You shoulda keep in your bed, cause the Taliban's them a make work.
Yo, keep pinging this shit up. Let's go.
Badness are where we end us. When I shoot people, we end up in a red cross. No Taliban's like them near reassurance. Make you not sleep at your yard in a 4 months. And so we make people a more out. Like y'all get down a house. Laugh bars full of care that me sure about. And if you see me travel with a 9X, and no politician with me I go vote out. 4 kilo, 4 seat and 4 rounds. Them on the tea like Lipton. And the best boom.
Hey, we gotta having a great conversation today. Everybody's been jumping in, right? What makes you the perfect partner? We in the Media Mentors Mega Mansion. Please click the link at the top if you guys are not a part of the house, so that way when we have conversations like this, you can be, a part of it. Me and brother Ye said, man, you know what? We coming over here today. We coming over here to talk that shit. So we've been having a great conversation, but I want to check on my brother Nick because I want to give him a space to come in and chime in. What makes you a perfect partner? What he got it, you know what I mean? To chime in. It's my brother. He helped me build this Media Mentor mansion over here. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give him some space. Brother Nick, are you by your mic right now, man? Over to you, man.
I'm here, brother. What's going on, man? How's everybody doing today?
Let's
Happy
go,
Thursday.
Nick. How you feel about this topic today, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a pleasure to be in this dope space. I love the energy. I love the conversation. I'm going to keep it very brief, and this is just my personal take. So whoever comes and, throw some kill shots at me, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the heat, but this is just my personal take. For me, and you know what? I'm gonna change the word perfect. I'm not gonna say perfect partner because there is no such thing as a perfect partner. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody got their imperfections. Everybody got things they need to work on. Everybody needs some healing. I'm gonna throw emphasis on the word healing because everybody needs some healing. Everybody needs some self-identity work. Everybody needs to figure out who they are and what they are. And to me, what I've learned, I'm only 29. I've been through a little bit at my age, but I've experienced a lot of women for me were not trustworthy. They weren't loyal. They didn't protect my name in private as they should in public. They would constantly destroy my image when I wasn't in the room. And to me, that's something I cannot tolerate, is somebody that wants to be a part of my life, live my lifestyle, add to my quality of living, but destroys my image when I'm not in the room, because they only see you for the accolades that you've obtained, but they don't fall in love with your heart. Now, where I'm going with that is a lot of people, and not just women, I see some men doing it too. Sometimes we fall in love with a person's hand and not their heart. And I think that's the biggest misconception we cannot do, is we got to fall in love with somebody's soul and what they bring to the table rather than rather than what I can give to you by holding my hand out. And I'll yield on this point because I feel like I've already said something that I've learned that really made me understand the importance of relationships is who's going to be with you. Like I think it was the brother Chig that just mentioned it before me. Who's going to be with you through your darkest times, through your darkest moments, when you're going through your struggle, trying to figure your life out and build your dreams and aspirations? Who's going to be there with you when you got no money to your name, when you're still figuring your life out, when all your friends done left you and said that you're no good, this, that, and the third? Like, there's so many factors to take into account. But I think it's really important and truly important. I'll yield on this, Stack. It's truly important that we fall in love with somebody for who they are and what they are, and not for what they can be. I'm going to say that again. It's important that we fall in love with somebody for who they are right now rather than what they can be, because sometimes we fall in love with the image of what someone can be, not realizing that it takes time to get to that image or build that image. So that's just my 2 cents, brother. Love the conversation, and that's just how we do it.
Man, I appreciate my brother Nick, and we coming from the same city. This is someone I know in real life. So when he come through, this is real shit, real brotherhood, real shit. Yo, Nick, I gotta chop it up with you soon, but you know what it is, bro. Locked in. Me and Nick met, man. He came up to the radio station to show me love. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been doing anything else, but Brody he pulled up on me while I was doing an interview live in Boston. He said, yo, let me pull up, Stack. So I appreciate you, Nick, for always supporting, bro. This is a great ass conversation. I want to continue this conversation with you guys in the Media Mentors Mega Mention, right? What makes you the perfect partner? Yay, what's up, brother? What's good?
No, I'm just sitting here thinking about did I hear, what I'm saying, something to the point of someone saying transaction, just like in the is in business. You can't say I'm using you more than you're using me. We both exchanging resources, uh, all types of stuff like that. I never heard anyone say that yet. You get what I'm trying to say? So if I'm showing you love, you're not reciprocating it, then how the hell do we supposed to say, okay, we're both in this together. We're both in it 100%. Why hasn't anyone mentioned that
But
yet?
doesn't the depth of the relationship show that if you're not reciprocating and you gotta love one person's got a loving heart always pouring into someone, their cup's gonna become empty and they're not gonna be around somebody that's gonna pour back into their cup. They never was groomed for that, and that never was how they walked into your life. So to expect your cup to get filled off someone who just been around for the vibes, when you no longer vibes, they out of there because they only came along for the vibes, and that's what I feel like a lot of people in relationships they not really focused on that. I think being around reciprocal energy is essential for everything you do in life. Like you shouldn't be pouring into nothing that's not pouring back into you in some fashion. Like that's
I
how we
feel you,
keep it
Farmer.
going.
Farmer,
That's
I
how we
feel where
keep
you
it
coming
going.
from. I feel where you coming from, Farmer, because there's no way you gonna pour from an empty cup, right? Put a fire emoji if y'all agree with that real quick. Let me see what's going on. There's no way you could pour from an empty cup trying to get into some other shit, right? And I feel like, a lot of people got to go do that. Brings it back to the work part. Going to go do the work. Make sure that you're healed. Making sure that yeah, right? So let's bring it back to that. Going to
I'm
go do the
gonna say
self work. Let's
I'm gonna
go.
say, and it's gonna be controversial, but I gotta say it. Most people don't deserve love in the world for real
Wow,
because
Ryan.
most
Wow.
right, I'm just being real because
Ryan.
people.
God,
Ryan,
I'm being
Ryan's on a
real.
fucking roll,
let's
huh?
I'm being
let's
honest.
hear it though.
That's why there's so many fucked up people out here
Here's
because they
the
ain't
deal.
been poured
Could you
into. They
repeat
ain't
that?
spread
Repeat
love.
that
Repeat
for
that
us,
again, Ryan.
Ryan,
Let
please.
Ryan
I'm gonna
repeat
be
that. Let
real.
Ryan finish.
Most people don't deserve love because you went around here taking advantage of people who have shown you love and who do love you. After a while, you don't deserve that shit
Nah,
because people have given
I would
love.
say that those people
And
need
you
to
Mm,
be
fuck
taught
around
what love
here
is.
and here's the deal. And most people have taken that shit for granted. You misuse it. You did not respect it. You did not appreciate it. And people have poured love into you genuinely. At the end of the day, you don't deserve shit. You deserve to die by your motherfucking self and piss in hell with that shit. Because people have really poured into your shit and really gave you
Damn.
that love and genuinely from the heart, not just giving you money, being there, being supportive, being in the hospital with you if you were sick, all the shit, and you took that motherfucker for granted. So most motherfuckers don't
That's
deserve love,
fair,
and
bro. That's
unfortunately,
fair, bro.
there's
But
a lot of
it's a
women
little
who don't
uh
deserve
oh.
extreme, bro.
Uh oh.
I
for
think
It's
real.
extreme, Farmer.
it's a
Oh
little
man, I
extreme
need to
because
jump in.
we
There's
gotta
no
look at
such
the
thing
whole
as
I
spectrum.
got my
extreme.
sister
Hold
KB
up, hold
jumping
up,
in
hold up,
too.
because I agree with a lot of what you said, but it's just like I think that you do gotta have some
No,
grace
you
for some
don't. Here's the
individuals,
problem
because
with that.
you do
Go ahead.
hold up. I'll let you get yours off.
Go ahead.
You got there's some people that are redeemable because they never ever seen love. All they know is take live in survival mentality. They never been able to get outside of that. So sometimes they just acted off just primal instinct until you put them in a new situation and then they see that they don't have to be in survival no more. Their brain expands. There's some people that are like that do need that grace, but I agree there's some people that know that they're getting grace and they're gonna abuse that. So like you hitting, but I also think that you gotta have that grace in there for those people that's just dealing with ignorance of life. They young, they're not really experienced, so they fucking up. But there's some people that learn from them fuck ups and step up to the plate, be
You got a
like, all
valid
right,
point.
yeah,
I give you
I
that. I
did
give you
some
that.
fucked
No,
up
I give
shit.
you that point. I give.
Mm-mm.
I give you.
Nah, I'm not jacking.
All right, so Pete,
Hey,
Pete,
let
chick,
me
chick.
hop in real
Yeah,
quick.
let me get KB and then let me get Dr. Jadith in here because she's been waiting too. So KB and then
What's
pass it
up?
to Jade and we're gonna continue. Let's go.
What's good, y'all?
My
What's up
sister,
with
let's go.
it? What makes you the perfect partner? Honestly, if we being honest, I don't think it's nobody out there that's perfect. Like, you feel me? I think that people got the idea of a perfect partner. You feel me? It's nothing. Is no such thing as perfect. It's what you tolerate. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna tolerate disrespect and all that shit. Nobody's doing that. But what I could say the perfect partner is, close to a perfect partner is a partner that's there for you. They hear your cries. They know your mood from your mood. They know you're not okay. Like, it's a person that pay attention to you. You feel me? But to expect perfect from somebody, that's like some shit you see in a movie or something. Like, let's be realistic. Nobody's perfect, bro. And a lot of people get that shit confused. Like, that's why a lot of relationships don't work, because people be so caught up on the internet and society and what rappers doing with people and all this shit like that. People get so caught up on that and they want that life story, but you don't know what they going through behind closed doors either. They probably don't got the perfect partner either. You feel me? And I'm speaking from experience. Like, you could do everything for a person till you black and fucking blue. And guess what? If it's not in them to appreciate you, they're not gonna appreciate you. So guess what you're gonna be?
Fucking say that
You're
shit. Hold
not
on,
gonna
KB.
be
Bring that shit the fuck back. That shit back,
if
KB.
it's not, hey, listen, it's not on you, it's in you, bro. You can't teach nobody how to be perfect. You feel me? If it's in you to go into a relationship and be there for your partner, then that's it. You can't put no title on that as perfect. You feel me? Like, so me speaking from experience, like, you can do, like I said, you can do everything for a person and the motherfucker still run all over you, and then they say, oh, I was never taught how to love. But you know how you want to be treated. So that's bullshit. Like, if you know how
Fire.
you want to be treated, right? Why you gonna treat somebody different than you want to be treated? Then when they treat you how everybody else treats you is, oh, you don't love me. Nah, bitch, when I was treating you right, guess what? You weren't paying attention. You ain't appreciate it. Now that I'm on the type of timing that everybody else on, I'm not the perfect partner. Like, make it make sense, man. People gotta know what they want, and people be going into situations with baggage. Leave that shit at the door. If you not healed, don't come here. It ain't gonna be perfect. It's gonna be arguments. It's gonna be you getting accused of shit you not doing, all because of what somebody else did. Like, we be dealing with hearts we ain't break. You feel me? And you can't never get
Shit,
perfect or
KB. You said
peace.
that shit on point. Dealing with the hearts. What,
Yeah,
KB?
man, we be dealing with hearts that we ain't break, man. We be trying to love broken people, you feel me? And they don't be healed. Not saying you gonna always be healed, you feel me? A bitch will walk that path with you as long as you gonna have your shit together. You can't say you want great, you want a good marriage, you want this, etc., and you giving me 25%. Like, how the fuck that work? You feel me? So, like I said, it ain't a such thing as perfect, but it's people you just gotta know what you tolerate. You gotta know what you want. Feel me? If you don't know what you want, then guess what? You gonna be confused. They gonna be confused, and the bitch it's gonna be a fucking circus. That's just what I gotta say on it.
Nah, shout out to my sister KB, right? Hold up. She's another member that helped me over here with the Media Mentors Mega Mansion almost every day. Mentoring, coming over here with people, always fire ass topics with her. So KB, I appreciate you, sis, coming through, pulling up, chiming into this conversation, right?
Always,
What
always.
makes you the perfect partner, KB? That shit was fire, right? We got to chop it up. I'll call you too, KB. What do you guys think about this topic? I need you guys to share it out though, right? Yay, what we doing, man? We need a reset or some
What we
shit. They
doing,
burning
bro?
this
Hey,
shit the
man,
We
fuck up.
definitely the reset, bro. Bring the energy
Fuck.
back
What's
on,
up,
you
KB?
feel
Talk
me?
Hold
to
up,
me,
real quick.
sis.
You got it, bro. Hey, man, what the fuck y'all doing? There's a lot of y'all in here. We got 9 fucking shares, bro. If you got a pink ticket, man, turn that shit in, man. Y'all know how we going to Media Mentor, man. If you ain't here, where you at? You hear me?
Shit. Yo, yay. I'm about to go up. It's time to go up. Yay, let's go. Ping this shit.
Nigga, biz off. Yeah, I came a long way from lunch trays and eating rice. Yeah, phone ain't got no service, I'm on a PJ shooting dice. Went from $50 to my name to 50K a night. You wanna fuck with big sauce, baby, you can't be scared of heights. I wanna take you to the 60th floor and fuck you in a pink. Come here, baby. Move them bags for me, baby, I'll pay your rent. Tinted windows on the rentals, nothing less than 5%. These niggas ain't ballin', you niggas be on the bench. Niggas be on the sideline, you ain't getting no playing time. I be with them shit poppers, ice on, I'm outside. Pockets full of cheese, nigga, fresher than Febreze, nigga. Smelling like some Creed, nigga, head to toe Celine, nigga. Real solid street, nigga, it's in my eyes, boy. Come and get in with too slippery, shit'll change your life, boy. Yeah, I'm screaming fuck 12 till they free the guys, boy. You ain't gotta put me in the game, cause I'm I'm starting fire, boy. But this ain't a game, this how I live. Trap ain't dead, I'm dead for real. I'm in a big body switching gears. Naked wrists on Zephyr Hill. Mouth on Aquafina, baby. Pockets thick like Serena, baby. Pull up in that, yeah. Pull up brand new Beamer, baby. I came a long way from lunch trays and eating rice. Phone ain't got no service, I'm on a PJ shooting dice. Went from $50 to my name to 50K a night. You wanna fuck with a big soft baby, you can't be scared of heights. I wanna take you to the 60th floor and fuck you in a pink. Move them bags for me, baby, I'll pay your rent. Tinted windows on the rental. Yeah.
Yo, ping this shit the fuck up, man. What y'all doing?
I can make the dope scratch. I can teach finesse. And I'm about my chick. You better come correct. These hoes stay choosing. Trap straight booming. I'm a pack mover. I'm a way loose. I can make the dope scratch. I can teach finesse. And I'm about my chick. You better come correct. These hoes stay choosing. Trap straight booming. I'm a pack mover. I'm a way loose.
Hey, man. Y'all been, we've been going in, right? We in the Media Mentors Mega Mansion. I've heard some fire ass shares from everyone. Can somebody keep this energy going? Who the fuck? Yeah, what's going on, man? It's over the.
Oh, bro, I'm sitting here thinking about what the sister said. She said some profound shit. She actually said some shit that made me think about the things that brought me to realization. When I was reflecting on myself. She said, you know you want somebody to treat you the same way you want to be treated. And I was sitting there thinking about the situations that I was putting people through. And at one point, I ain't gonna lie, I got lost in the street. You already know my background. I got lost in the street. I was in survival mode, gang banging, drugs. I was doing all that crazy shit until I got a little wiser and all that. But I didn't give a shit about the next person. I wasn't treating like the person like I wanted to be treated. So then it came to a situation where, all right, then if you don't want to treat me like that, it's an eye for an eye at this point, and that's where shit got real. So it shouldn't have took me to get hurt, broken down to understand that I need to straighten up as a man. But hey, man, it happens, right? But yeah, treat people like you want to get treated.
I
That's
got a
especially
question
when
for
you're in
you, Ye.
church.
I got a question for you, Ye. So you feel like if you would have, known that earlier, you could have changed a lot of different situations and directions, bro? Can we talk
Problem
about that a
is,
little bit?
the
Let's
thing is,
go.
I knew it earlier. I just didn't put it into effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I start saying to myself, man, act like I was a product of my environment. But deep, when I was younger, I was going to church. I knew these type of things. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that survival mode got me where I was at. And if I would have sat there and thought about that earlier, like, yo, bro, you know better. Whoa. Then I would have been, I would have been better. I would have been better. So that's the only thing I could really say about that. You know what I'm saying? And teach my youngest and my children the same thing that I went through before they end up in a place where they don't want to be ultimately. So welcome to the media mentors, Mega Mention of Bro Stacks. Got Sister Amanda, Juliet, Jig, got Charmaine, it's Quite Sean, we got Dr. Jada in the building. What's going on? Yoli,
I
Farmer,
think I think
KB.
Jada was next
Yo,
too.
let's
400.
go.
It's going
Let's
crazy.
go. I'm trying, I'm passing it.
Nah, 400. We appreciate you too. Collabing with my brother. Yeah, we're gonna do some fire ass topics coming up. In the near future. So make sure y'all tap in with Ye too. That's my brother. 400 House. We going all the way up. Right. So look. Right after KB came in with that fire ass shit, that's my sister, Mad Love, right? I want her to pass it right to Dr. Jada because she wanted to get in the queue. Right after Dr. Jada, the floor is open. Y'all can attack it, y'all can get it, do whatever y'all want to do. So,
Popcorn.
and popcorn after Jada. Jada, over to you, and then do popcorn. Let's go. If she's still available, Jada might not be our mic, so we might have to do popcorn. So who's coming in next? Who want to take this mic about this?
Hey
What makes you the
man,
part? Go
listen,
ahead,
hold
KB,
on,
coming next.
hold on. Nonsense. I'm in the zone. We might as well keep going. You feel me? Like you said, 400. You feel me? It's a good thing that you learned though. You feel me? There's a lot of people that's in our generation who still haven't learned, who still using they past trauma as crutches. You feel me? So they think it's okay to treat a motherfucker wrong. Like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, you know how you want to be treated. You feel me? And even though people knowingly they don't want to be treated bad or they want to be loved or they never had love before, they still treat people like shit. Like a lot of people wonder where their karma come from, but it's how you treat people. You feel me? Like you gonna get what you give to the universe. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gonna get that back. if you cross somebody out, when it's time for you to really settle down and be like, damn, I'm a genuinely love a person, I'm gonna be there for them, I'm gonna wipe their tears, etc., etc., you might get that heartbreak. You feel me? And it be like, damn, like I did everything right, but at one point in time, you was doing everybody wrong who was doing you right. You feel me? So that shit come back and it turn you cold. I've been there before, and I always be like, damn, I done did a lot of females dirty, but now I'm ready to settle down and be the perfect partner. How I idolize it, and everybody want to play games, but damn, I'm treating people how I want to be treated. But at the time, I wasn't. I was running over people thinking because, oh yeah, they like me and I'm this, I'm that. I can have whoever I want playing the game. But now I'm chilling in the game, not the game playing me at the moment. You feel me? Like, so it's like you give what you get. You feel me? Like you can't be taught none of this shit. You gotta learn this shit step by step. And it takes some of us longer than usual to, you know what I mean, know how this shit goes. So man, all I can say is listen, that shit come back, man. So if you know that you don't want to be played games, you don't want to be cheated on, none of that shit, you better get that shit right, bro, or somebody else gonna get it right for you and you gonna be replaced. It's that simple.
Okay, but here's my thing, right? Because I've been listening. I think people got to understand something, like, because I think people push everybody into this healthy relationship aspect when that's not how that works, obviously. Just like, Farmer was saying earlier, you can't let somebody pour if your cup empty into your cup. But this the thing is just that if somebody was dating somebody that did not know, like they know that they don't really have nothing to get them, they don't have no wisdom to share, that's on those people. I wish y'all stop projecting, pushing people to have these relationship perspectives. I mean, these healthy relationship perspectives that they are not destined for. That comes with growth. People are not just gonna wake up one day and be in healthy relationships. That's on them. If they gotta get walked through mud and blood and walk 17 ways from Sunday, that is on them. Y'all have to stop pushing people to think that they deserve better and they don't think that for themselves. That's not y'all fucking job. And honestly, y'all take away from yourselves by trying to push this shit into other people, and you don't even have your own problems fixed. Honestly. Like, I'm not worried about who is not in a healthy relationship and who is. I feel like wherever you at in life, it says a lot about where you at in life. If you in unhealthy relationships, that's where you supposed to be. This is what you allowing your self-worth to determine. This is where you gonna be at. So ain't nobody gonna come in and deter that. Like, and I agree with something Chig said. People can only encourage you to fix yourself. Nobody is in this fucking room fixing anybody. No, you are not. You are just an encourager and an influencer. You do not fix anybody. Unless you are a therapist, I don't think you're fixing anybody, honestly. So I wish people focus on their own journey instead of trying to tell people, oh, well, you can do this, you can do that. No, they cannot. So shut up, Brittany. But at the end of the day, no, that's my sister, y'all. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, that's what I have to say. Like, I just feel like there's no actual way healthy people are in relationships with unhealthy people, and there's nothing wrong with that healthy projected, that so-called healthy person. That don't happen like that. I wish y'all stopped making that a real thing. Because if you are the person that come out the mic right now and say, I was a healthy person and I was in a relationship with a unhealthy person, you're not a healthy person.
I was toxic.
I don't think nobody's trying to fix anyone. I think we just having a conversation about things that are positive, trying to give our perspective for things that we've been through in life. I don't feel like nobody's in
Let
here
me,
trying to fix anybody. But when we
let me
hear
word.
somebody and maybe we can hear
Canary,
something that
hold
maybe
up,
we've
bro.
been
Charmaine
through.
gonna go.
Hold
Then I'm gonna
on,
let
man.
you work. I'm gonna let you work in a minute, man. Charmaine, go ahead.
No, I was
Come
just saying I
man.
don't think none of us are trying to fix anybody. We're just giving our perspective of things that we've been through, trying to maybe give somebody some insight on things that can avoid things that they go through later so they don't have to maybe go through 10 years or 5 years of the same bullshit.
Let me
Well,
word, man.
hold on, Canary. The
Canary, I'm gonna
perspective
tell you
was
when it's time to work. Go ahead, Jada.
so the statement was said. It may have not been said by you, so that's why it's a disagreement. So I'm disagreeing with it. You did not give the perspective. So regardless, and that may not actually be true. That there may be actually people in here that think that they can fix people. I'm trying to deter them from that because it's unhealthy, and they'll constantly place themselves in unhealthy cycles, thinking that they can fix people. Like that's not a real thing. You can only encourage people to do better. But if you putting yourself in a position of a fixer, you're gonna put yourself in a lifetime of bullshit.
Canary, you ready to work, man? I know you was
Let
trying
the
to work
work
before.
man get in here. I
Let's
just
get
heard some
it. Let's
bullshit.
get it, work, man.
Now everybody know if you seen that movie Hoes with Stanley Yell Nance, any woman ever come into my life, I can fix that. Let me work. I turned a single mother into a woman with no worth. Not at all. Baby daddy abandoned the child. Now she feel loved and appreciated. Let me work, man. Let me
Work him,
work.
Canary. Work him.
Talking about I can't fix people on this app. I rekindle relationships.
That's my boy, 400. Let's go, Canary. Work.
Let me work. I turned the hoe into an honest woman. She ain't cheat on me in 4 years. Let me work.
Let's go.
This woman been giving her body up for years before she met me. Me work. What's wrong with her talking about I can't fix nobody? As long as she got 2 feet in a box, I'm a fixer. Me work. Now listen, some women do need direction, and everybody is entitled to a perfect relationship. You know what I'm saying? Canary don't wish physical abuse on no woman, but mental abuse, hell yeah, he need to tear you down. You talk too much. I'm sorry. He need to make you feel less than a woman sometime, cause you getting on my nerves on this app. Me work.
Canary, shut up.
Canary, it's your time to work. Is it? It's time to work, right? Listen, brother.
The working man in the building. But listen, y'all, you know what? What makes me the perfect partner is, I'm accept our flaws. I understand you had a child before me. I understand your child father not really in the life. Little Ray Ray need to learn how to play with a football, or your daughter needs somebody to sit with her through gymnastics. Let me work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna pay 100% of your bills. If your rent 1,500, I'm gonna give you 600. I'm gonna just give you something that your child father never gave you. Some type of help. I land. Thank
Listen, Canary.
you.
600
Shit.
is
Did he
cool.
work?
Yo, he's so funny,
He's
man.
working. Yeah. Canary, I appreciate you putting that work
Thank you.
in the media mentors.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, what y'all doing,
Yo.
man? We in the 400. What we doing, man? I need y'all to. I want to continue this conversation, but I need some more people in here too. Yeah. So go ahead, brother. What we doing?
Yeah.
Who want to come in next
My
after
bad, bro.
Canary? Yeah.
I was
Who want
just
to come
shocked.
in after that
You,
work?
you,
I do.
you know what? Until the other day, I didn't believe about breaking somebody down, right? But I've heard a woman with the pride of a fucking lion, ego. And sometimes you gotta let her know, hey, baby, like you a little too above the sky right now. You need to bring it down because this is our reality. So you need to humble yourself. You already know we come from humble beginnings, right? So why at this point do you feel as though you better than you can just say what you want to say and be disrespectful and then expect me to respect you? So I'm not. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really agree with bro, but bro do has some strong points.
Ye's agreeing with that work. He's agreeing with. Listen, I want to know who got some pushback for this. Who's coming in, right? I want to know, right? Let's ping it up. Let's share it up. But I want more people to come in. How y'all feel? What makes you the perfect partner? We said everything from communication, loyalty, respect. Then we got Canary's perspective. Ye agrees with him. Let's go.
Hey,
Who's coming in next, man? This floor is open, man. Let's go.
yeah, I
Hold on,
felt
this flow
Let
open
me
for the
let me
work.
hear let me hear Brock Canary. Then I'm gonna come in with you, Brock. What's up, brother? What you got to say?
What's up, Stat Man? Salute to the room. Um, just to give answer to the question, I'm not going to go off on a lot of other things. What makes me the perfect? I wouldn't say uh, I'm the perfect partner. I would say I'm a perfected partner. I'm being perfected all the time. Nobody has it all together all the time. We all go through life. We go through different aspects of, we deal with different situations. We all are experiencing life. And the thing is, what I've realized in my journey is that, you know, this one friend of mine, we talked, and he says to me, he says, you know, he used to hear people say they found themselves. And even when people find themselves, they're not through evolving. You're going to evolve some more. So the thing that I realize is that even when I have made changes, uh, things that I was made mistakes in, things that I didn't do well, in those perfected places, coming to that realization, I realized too that I'm going to change some more. I'm going to evolve some more. So I would say what has helped me to be a perfected, more of a perfected partner is that I realize I'm not through changing. And that's until the day I leave here. We all are going to be evolving. The thing is, though, I'll say this and I'll end on this note. I come to believe that love is a choice. People choose to love you. People choose to hate you. People choose to treat you bad. People choose to treat you good. But whatever it is that, the person does, they choose to do that. And for me, love has become choice. All the people it is that I love, I chose to love them. A feeling, just as they chose to love me. What the thing is with people that you come to love, you realize that they do that consistently. And that may be where some of the emotional aspects come in. But above all, I believe love is a choice, period. No matter what, it's a choice. I end on that.
Man, if y'all are just joining, we talking about what makes you the perfect partner, right? Y'all been in here going crazy,
Buddy,
right? Yo, Canary, let me get some more work before this next reset, bro.
man,
I'm doing a reset after that.
commercial
What's
break
up?
with
Talk to me
me,
real quick.
man. Relax, man. Put your seatbelt
Good
on.
morning.
Mac, I got you,
Put your
brother.
phone chargers in. Me and Mac
Add
God
me to
finna
the
work.
queue.
You feel me? You try some of this Canary Mac work, but listen, I think what makes me a better partner, fellas, we gotta start like for real. And some no troll, fam, because I've been doing this for 2 years. Like we gotta start looking at Russell Wilson Instagram, fam. Like let me work. Like, we gotta start like reading his captions when he talk about his woman and his family, fam. Like, cause we gotta start understanding that that nigga for real. Let me work. Like for real. Like I read something he said about Future Son. That shit made me damn near cry. Like for real. Like I still be trying to love my stepchild like that without playing. Let me work. So I gotta learn how to socially accept a woman like Russell did, man. Like for real. Like I feel like if Sierra leave him, I'd cheat on women forever.
Canary is
Let me
stupid.
work. Let me work.
Sorry, he's crazy.
Like I'm so serious. Like if Sierra leave him, I would cheat on every woman ever encounter in my life for the rest of my life. You feel me? Because this is a real man right there, man.
Five
So
more seconds,
Canary,
Canary.
so Canary transitioning to an honest man, man. I want to know how it feels to wear my woman on my sleeve like the good Russell Wilson. I land. Thank you.
Yo, listen, I need y'all to ping this up and share this up. I know y'all want to get in the conversation. I'm gonna check on my brother Matt God too, and I know Jeannie came back. I want to get all y'all in the conversation, and I'm gonna have my brother Ye come in too. I need to check on my brother for Sean too, but I need y'all to ping the room out and share the room out to some more people. I don't know what y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing, but ping this shit out. Let's go. Naira combo, owó ní kókó. I see the future, mo lójú kòkòrò. Ayé le kókókó, Mr. Choco. And if you blow, chicho poco. Ṣogologo, ọmọ lógo, máa ń ṣàgolo. Tó bá lè gbé mi dé pé I go follow. I no like trouble. Don't like a gym feelings. Orí bí mo ṣe ń kàwó kàwó. No get too many party. Just in the back like sardine. Àgbẹ̀. Waiting man go talk, it be normal, 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 normal,
bá lè gbé mi débẹ̀, only the money gbé mi débẹ̀. People they now say shove for me get rich nigga before I sign to label. I dey grind from day one cause I like to make sense. Want two girls and I want them naked. Mundo
Yo,
got me
ping
so
this shit out. What y'all
bad.
doing? Let's go.
Girls cause my brother get down. We like to make friends once in a year. Try to deny somebody get friends. Find one sweet one, carry it back. Go by love, go by remember. To bally me de pe I go follow. I know like trouble. Don't like catching feelings. My body be motion kaho. Don't get too many party. Girls they live bad like sardine. I bet. Waiting man go talk. If you know my number, I'm a loco. Number, loco, loco.
Hey yo, you know what? We're gonna go all the way in, right? Because I've been hearing a lot of different, good perspectives on this shit too. Respect, loyalty, honesty. There's been a lot of different shares coming in, and I want to continue this conversation too, right? I'm gonna let my brother Matt God get in here, right? And I'm gonna pass it back to my brother 400 so we could, get back on track. But Mac, what's good, man? You by your mic, man? What's going on, brother? Let's go in. Where you at? How
Good
you feel
morning.
about
Good
this
morning. Good
topic, man?
morning. How you doing?
We doing good, Mac. Thank you for coming to support, brother. Let's go.
You want me to tell you what makes me the perfect
Of
partner?
course, Mac God. Let's turn this shit up, bro. Let's get it in.
Well, it's two things that make me the perfect partner. Three, excuse me. I'm resourceful. I don't give a fuck, and I never commit.
Ah, what the fuck?
I
That's it.
mean,
Let's go.
like, let me ask y'all something. Are y'all niggas trying to be popular amongst the women, or are y'all trying to keep them? Because, like, they tell y'all what to do for y'all to be popular amongst them, and that's fine. But if you want to keep them, one of the most vowed men, and I'm gonna quote him: "We date them like we hate them, treat them like we don't need them, treat them like we need them, and never give them freedom." That's the nigga that always held on to all his women. So you want me to listen to these women, or you want me to listen to the nigga that keep all his hoes? I'm asking. I thought this was a results-based world we live in. The niggas that's getting results and the ones that ain't. So I want to keep my women happy, where they never leave me and they'll stay with me. I mean, I don't want to do the things he did to keep them, but it is what it is. So what makes me the perfect partner is that I know I ain't perfect. So that automatically makes me the perfect partner because I know I ain't perfect. I know I fuck up. I know I do some bullshit sometimes, but I also know what I bring to the table. I love myself, and I'm gonna love on my partner the way that they're supposed to be loved. So that's what makes me perfect, or whatever. And also, the one thing that make me perfect is knowing that 97% of these women on Clubhouse is looking for a fix, and I got it. So I'm perfect in the aspect of I understand the market, right? Y'all niggas don't understand the market. You got niggas that's highly valuable settling for one mediocre. Nah, man. All you high value niggas run it up on this app, make it good for the lower level niggas to where they tired of dealing with the high level niggas, and then that's how we make this world perfect again. Free the Mac God.
Yo, Mac, I appreciate you for coming through and speaking your truth, right? If you guys are just now joining the Media Mentors, we're talking about what makes you the perfect partner. Media Mentors, Mega Mention. Make sure you guys click the link at the top and also, join the house. We've been having some great conversations about this, and I like to expand. I like to have great debates respectfully. Nobody, disrespects each other. We all come in and speak to the topic. 400, how you feeling, man, about this? What's going on, brother? You by your mic?
I was reading some shit that happened earlier in our room today
This
when he
is a
was
perfect example of a
bigging
bad
up
human
Juliet.
being that get results. Perfect example, Stack.
You
Now
heard
you
me
got
talking?
content. Look, a
Mac,
bad
Mac,
human that's
you
always
you
gonna
heard me
get
talking?
results with women. Bad human.
Hey, you loudmouth gutter rat. What the hell are you doing right now,
No,
Mac?
I'm just saying, bro, you my brother. I'm just saying that if you ever
No,
change,
you
do
know,
you see when you tried to
the
be a
the
good man
terms
on the
and
app, what
endearment
happened to you?
is
When you tried to be a good
I don't
man?
care about I don't, yeah, but I
That's what
don't
I'm
care
trying to
about the way
say.
I don't
Be
care about the way
yourself.
that
That
they
don't
gonna build
happen.
me. I am myself, okay, young
That's
man.
what I'm saying. You tried to be a good
I
man
don't
and it
pretend.
backfired on
Could
you.
you mute up, sir? Hello?
But I'm,
Like
I'm, I'm
what?
saying we having a conversation.
If you want to jump out of my daddy's penis and into my mother's belly and then be born yay, you can do that if you can do it. But
Why?
he
Why?
called
When
out
I could
yay.
go to why? Why would I could go to the Spanish
He
niggas and
called
get yay?
yay.
It's
He
easy to
called
get yay.
yay.
It
He
ain't easy to
called
be a
Ye
Mac.
and
It's
Mac.
easy to
Hey,
go get
Mac
some
got.
Ye,
Hey,
nigga.
hey,
That
Stack,
shit
control this
30 a
nigga.
gram.
Control
It's
this
Hey,
nigga.
$30 a
Control this
gram to
Mac,
nigga.
get Ye,
Mac,
nigga. You
Mac.
can't
All
be
right,
Control
no
this
Mac.
fucking this
look.
goddamn heathenist animal.
You
Come
can't
on.
be a Mac, nigga. You gotta be born that
Mac.
shit.
All right,
I'm
listen,
not a
listen.
dirty Mac. I don't do that.
Both of y'all. You know I rock with Ye. I rock with Mac.
Where?
Let's do this
Explain.
respectfully, okay?
Let's do this
Please,
respectfully.
Ye. God.
Let
No, Mac. We gotta move on, Mac. We can't
all right.
do this, bro.
My girl said that too
Please.
yesterday, so you must be right. I'll
Oh,
be back when I
what you
calm
want? What
down.
you want? A Mac versus Ye room or something
Nah,
like that?
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on.
start the room, nigga. Start the
That's what you
room.
want to do.
No, I want
That's
to
what we
go on
want to
live,
do.
Instagram live, because I just got some money. So I want to go on live.
You want to
I'm
go
gonna send
live?
you a
It's because
down
you
look,
just
payment on
got.
the men
look,
right now in
You
cash.
just
Go
got.
live.
look.
Oh, so what we
Hey,
doing? So we doing book for book now, nigga?
No, no,
That's what
no,
we
no, no, no,
doing?
no. I got an insane amount, a large amount of money on my bed. I want to show you. Let's go live
You ain't got to
on
show me shit.
Instagram.
Listen, show the lady that
Cause
you
I know
trying to
all the
get that you're
baddies
interested
follow
in.
you, and I'm gonna take them from you just by going live. Go live with me,
Look at
nigga.
this back door.
Debate
The
me,
back
yo,
door.
Mac,
The back
Mac.
door is the
debate me,
front door
nigga.
today. The
Debate me,
mad
nigga.
one.
Yo, Mac.
Hey man, money
Hey,
don't
yo,
money don't
hold on, one
money
Hey,
don't
second,
give you
Yoli.
Yoli.
charisma, Mac.
Hey,
Money
Yoli,
Yoli,
don't
can
you
you
give you
hear
you
me,
I
you
Yoli?
charisma,
want
Mac.
it
follow
for
you?
one mic
Hey,
for
Yoli, have
Sean.
you
But
What you
Mac,
hey,
say?
money
you
don't
mute,
you
give you
mute
follow
your
me on
charisma,
mic
Mac.
if you can
Instagram?
hear me, Yoli.
One mic on me, nigga.
Yo.
I've been getting chicks before I've been getting money, Mac. So listen,
Oh my God, please,
No,
y'all.
Stack. I just
Can we
want to
get
know,
some
do
order?
Yoli follow
Can
this
we get
nigga?
some
Then I'll
order?
that's your
Hold
argue with
on,
him.
boy.
Mac.
You modded
Mac.
him.
Mac, can we get some order, please? Everybody in the Media Mentors Mega Mansion, please, can we have some order? You know we don't get down like this over here. We have nice, respectful debates. You know what? I want to have a nice. I'm gonna check on my sister Lindsay. She's gonna switch the tone up for us. You know what I mean? Y'all crazy. 400. Everybody shush. Everybody be quiet. What makes you a perfect partner, right? I want to check on my sister and I want to go to her and she's gonna, get us back on track with good energy. Please, everybody, stay on mute. Lindsay, are you by your mic right now, sister? Please, are you here with us? Are you by your microphone, Lindsay? And if she's not by her microphone, it's okay because I want her to chime in. For Sean, over to you, bro, because this is getting crazy. What's going on?
Man, peace to the guys. Cheeks to the rise. What's happening? It sounds like a fun room. Like I've been having a good time. So, what makes you slash me the perfect partner? I think my ladies would say that I'm what they request. The fact that I'm what they requested makes me ideal. You know what I'm saying? That's particularly relevant to them. I can't say I'm the perfect partner based on my standards. The market says if I'm the perfect partner. And for the women that I like to deal with, that's what they say. And from what they saying, I'm what they ask for. Like I meet their standards and their preferences, right? And I meet their preferences because I meet my preferences. They want the same thing from me that I want for myself. They require the same thing from the world that I give to myself, that I require for myself. I dictate the circumference of who I am, and they particularly are looking for things like that. It's just like looking for a car or a home. People go on the market and they look for a house. They have an idea. Some people they don't know what they want. They just want a house. They want it to work. Some people have a really, specific idea what type of home they want, where they want it, what type of history they need, all of the things. And I'm a
Did we lose for Sean? Did we lose for Sean? The audio went out,
Like
or
he's probably swiped out.
nah? He's still here. Just his audio went out. But Sean, come back, bro. We want you to finish what you were saying. But what makes you a perfect partner? Yeah. What's up, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, I gave my take on it already. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely ain't throwing money in women's faces as if that's going to take away the
Uh
ugly.
oh. Uh oh.
You know what
Uh
I'm
oh.
saying?
Damn. Right. Listen, Jeannie, you got anything to say about that? I know Jeannie came in here with us. Jeannie, you
Yeah, I
got
was going to
anything to
ask her
chop?
too. Got Rob
Yeah.
too, and
What
chat down
makes you
there.
the perfect partner? Yeah, Jeannie, are you by with us? Are you in here? Can you
I
chop?
sure am.
I
Hey
appreciate you.
guys, hey y'all, it's been a minute. Thank you, Stack and Amanda. Haven't been in here for a long time. Um, what makes you the perfect partner? I'm going to be honest, I'm not perfect, but I'll definitely be your perfect loyal partner. I got a lot of shit going on and I hold myself accountable. So, but first and foremost, in the past, for me, I was just looking to fuck first. But now with my ripe age, I need to change my intentions. So I want to be friends first. So that's why I'm a perfect partner to most men because I'd rather be your friend first than anything. Secondly, I'm a good listener. I will give you my undivided attention so we can work on things together because I recognize and appreciate imperfections, right? Because none of us are perfect. So I'll give you my time and I'll give you quality time as well because I want to spend time with you. And lastly, my love language is acts of service, so I'm very submissive to my partner. So I'm definitely going to take care of you. I'm nurturing. I am a submissive person, and I know that I would be a good wife and a partner in the future.
Woo! Thank you for coming through, Jeannie. Coming through, giving us that, the intake, chiming into the conversation. And if you guys know any more people that want to talk about this topic today, what makes you the perfect partner, share the room to them, ping the room to them so they can come in here and have this conversation going. For Sean, you did cut out, bro. We heard you a little bit, but then you cut off towards the end. So we had to swing it to somebody else. But if you're by your mic, you could definitely come through, bro, and finish with what you were saying. Over to you, brother.
Yeah, I left the room, came back. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's the last thing you heard,
I forgot because
real
somebody
quick?
Yeah, you
shared,
good.
so my bad,
Forgot.
Sean.
You
Oh, oh,
said that you said people wanted to buy a house, and some people just want to buy any old kind of house. That's the last thing you
oh
said.
yeah. No, I was just saying we come with, I come with certain amenities, and I'm a well built out property. Some, as always, I speak about what people can afford. People get what they can afford, what they're in the market for. And for the people that's in the market for what I have to offer, that's what makes me perfect. Have you ever went to go like get an item that you wanted that fit all your requirements? That's what makes me perfect to the women that choose me. I don't decide if I'm perfect. The market does. You know what I'm saying? So those women say that I fit them perfectly. But I'm not perfect for everybody. Some women don't want me at all. Can't stand me. They hate my voice. They think my what I have to say is horrible. They don't like the way I dress. And I'm too short. But for the women that's in the market for me, I'm everything. Damn, did I go out again?
No,
No, we can hear you.
damn, Fashawn, how tall are you? I didn't think you were short.
5'9". I'm not short. I'm just
That's
not
not
tall.
short. 5'9" is not short to me. I don't
I
know.
mean, I didn't say it's not. I'm not saying it's short, but it's not tall. Women. You got sisters that say that if he ain't 6'2", then it's a no. Maybe if he not taller than her fake height, then it's a problem. You know, I'm just saying.
I get it.
And with that said, Charmaine, till Matt come back, I mean, till Stat come back, I'm also not even mad at women like who want taller men. Like it's understandable why a woman want a man that's taller than her, and it's understandable why a man would want a woman that's shorter than him because there's a chemical response that happens when a woman has to look up 30 degrees or more at her man. It creates this superior or submissive um chemical response in her, and when he has to look down at her, it creates a sense of responsibility and protection that both parties need from each other. So I'm not mad at that. It just get a little weird when you need a brother to be taller than your fake heel height,
I
and then
get that.
you need him to be extremely tall. Like, you want him to be towering over you and shit. You want him you want to stand at his belly button. I'm like, you want some, you want some different shit.
But you know what, Prashant? Also, I feel like it's about, you know how there's, well, I mean, you probably feel like this about, there are certain men that have like that energy that has that still that dominance, and that even when they're not 6'4", they still have that same energy because, like I said, I be knowing who to play with and who not to play with. I definitely do. So I don't know, but I get what you're saying.
No, that's a fact. But welcome to Media Mentors, man. If you want to come up on stage, raise your hand. One of the mods will bring you up real quick, and if you want to share, go ahead and share. Make sure you follow the house Media Mentors. Make sure you follow Stack and any
Yes,
other
sir.
mods on stage you want to follow that sound good to you. You ain't gotta follow me, but follow some of them and come up and join the party.
I appreciate you for Sean. I was on the phone real quick. Look, if you guys are just joining, we've been talking about what makes you the perfect partner. We can continue this conversation. I know Andrea just joined the stage, Kyra, Robert, right? Apple still here. Kurt. Like we can still go in and do this right now, right? We can go in and get busy. Who wants to talk about this topic right now? Who wants to go in? Who's the next person that wants to talk about this? I like when we was talking about. I got you, Jada. I like we were talking about earlier about patience too. Like remember earlier when we chimed in about that? If you ain't got patience, then it's gonna be a wrap. You gotta learn how to work and compromise. I was saying that earlier too. If you ain't got no type of patience, ain't shit gonna work out. Right? Especially as a man too. I think you gotta have more patience as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because, women can blow up, things can get out of you gotta be the one to be like, it's okay, calm down, it's all good, right? You gotta be the one to be balanced out. You can't be, having no patience and, blowing up like your woman and shit, right? You got to learn how to control who you are and balance. So I think patience was a real important one that I've heard earlier. And Jadith, over you, so we can continue this conversation. And whoever else wants to take the mic, let's continue. And I might change the topic in like 10 minutes, refresh, and then we're gonna ping this room up and see what's going on. I'm gonna change the topic, me and Ye. But I want y'all to continue with this one. So Jadith, over to you, and then whoever else takes the mic after that, let's go. I want to hear from chat too. Let's go.
That's all. Okay, if Chad want to go before me, she can, because I had wrote in
Yeah,
the chat just
whoever.
go
It
before me.
don't.
Okay, well, excuse me. One of the things I was gonna say that I haven't heard nobody say on the stage in their submission is what makes them a perfect partner. For me, it's being flexible. Like I feel like since I've been on this app, all I hear is people talking about if you can't date them, you gotta make 100K, you gotta have your own this and all this other crap. Understand that there's fundamentals or whatever the case people may say may need to come with an adult person if they're wanting to date. But one of the things I've also learned on this app is a lot of y'all don't even have the shit that y'all want people to have to date y'all. You want a man that make 100K, he want a woman that make 100K or whatever the case may be, but you 30K off of that number yourself. That's why I think like for me it's being flexible. Like I'm open to stuff. Like what Sean was saying, you may want a man that's 6'2", but I'm okay with a man that's 5'11", because he's still taller than me. He doesn't have to be 6 foot. And to be honest, like people be up here saying, okay, we want men that make 100K. I'm okay with a dude that makes 70K. I live in the state of Michigan. You make 70K, you're up in the high earning people. So I don't need a man to make 100K for us to be okay and live how we want to live in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just like being flexible. Like there are things I obviously want, and I came into the dating market want. You know what I'm saying, in my relationship, like I wanted a man exactly kind of like most women. That's why I don't clown most women for it. I wanted a man that make 100K and all this other crap. But I actually got to see the more become flexible in that stuff, the easier it's going to be for you to find your mate. And also, to me, you got to look for stuff that produces longevity. Does he have integrity? Does he have work ethic? Does he have ambition? I think as long as he has those kind of qualities, you will always be straight with that man because he never gonna let you go without him making 100K. You know what I'm saying? So I look for stuff that are gonna be more intrinsic values, and I'm flexible to it. Like, all right, I meet a dude, he may make 90K, he 10K off the 100K standard that women are out here preaching. Okay, we'll work with that. Because if I'm ambitious too, we coming together, he gonna make that 100K. We gonna make that 100K in our household before this shit is over with. It's not even gonna be no time length to that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're both meshing together with our ambition. So I feel like women, you know what I'm saying? Like women and men be out here saying they ambitious, but they don't want broke people or they don't want people that don't make what they make. But it's like obviously you're not that ambitious because in a marriage, y'all both are intertwined in y'all businesses and finances. So if we both got good ideas, our empire is gonna rise. We gonna come up with business opportunities. So at the end of the day, I just feel like a lot of y'all are not flexible in y'all dating. Y'all are not adaptive. Y'all don't adapt to change. Y'all are not open to things that extend outside of what you think is gonna be what's best for you. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times you don't even know what's best for you yet. because growth comes in and changes everything that you think is what's best for you in the moment. So that'll be my submission. That's what makes me, I'm not even gonna say the perfect partner, but the workable partner. I'm open to change and I'm flexible.
I like that part too, being flexible, right? If you guys aren't flexible, shit ain't gonna work. That goes hand in hand with the patience part. Patience and flexible. If you guys aren't patient and flexible, ain't shit gonna work. Like, come on, man. Being able to help somebody increase connections, resources, that's like the biggest thing. I feel like resources too. Like being able to exchange resources. I haven't heard, you know, a lot of people talk about that one too. Exchanging resources. A lot of people are stingy nowadays. They sit on information. They know a lot of shit. They can help a lot of people, and they'll sit on information. Nah, media mentors. Anybody that come in here, I help people. I teach them information. Y'all should be doing the same thing. But teaching information, not being stingy, being able to exchange resources as a partner. That's what being a partner is. Like, all right, I got this, or this can help you, or this can do this for you. This can, you know what I mean? Or I know this person that can do this. It's about extending resources with your partner, and I feel like that's going into perfecting, the partnership. Not being a perfect one, because like everybody was saying, no one is power. No, I mean no one is perfect, but you can use that power to become perfect, right? Giving out information, exchanging resources, giving it to different people, letting people know that it's all right to share information. So let's continue this, right? I wanna check on brother C. C, are you by your mic right now, brother? Are you here with us right now? How you feeling about this topic, man? If you're around, C. I don't think he's around right now, but if anybody else wants to chime into the topic, I'm gonna leave it open. What makes you a perfect partner, or what makes you, what type of things you think, go into being a perfect partner? I know a lot of people, can talk about this topic or chime in or understand or relate, right? And there's nothing like having a partner that, always can support. I ain't hear that one. I think I heard it earlier. But the support part, seeing the potential before someone gets to where they need to go. Support is key, right? If you ain't got support, you ain't got nothing. If you ain't got a backbone, you ain't got nothing, right? I'm leaving the floor open. We can go popcorn style for now. What makes you a
Yeah,
perfect partner? What's up, man? For sure. What's
yeah,
up?
like the concept of like what makes, you know, I didn't go into detail because I more so wanted to cover like the concept overall, but like a lot of people don't realize that what qualifies you as a good romantic participant is the quality of health that one has when oneself. You know what I'm saying? Like we be thinking that we can come into relationships and we got a lot of shit fucked up and out of place. It's like how you gonna be a better you in a situation with somebody else when you're not a better you in a situation by yourself. Like that's why, most relationships fail at an 80% rate. People don't like when I say it, but most people fucking suck, bro. And that's not to be mean. That's to try to shake us out up and call us up to the cause. Going like, mentality. I tell the brother straight up, man, stop fucking trying to date, nigga. You not valuable yet. Go get your shit together.
Damn, that's deep for Sean. You not valuable yet. It's crazy, bro.
Hey,
Talk
look,
about that a little bit.
no, people don't be valuable, bro. People do very basic shit in the world and be like, I deserve everything. And it's like, how is the world better because of your existence? See, with women get to live in a fantasy because patriarchy, we've propped women up just off their existence. But realistically, if they was really as valuable as men try to finesse them and make them feel like they are, they'd have what they wanted. Men wake up every day and get reminded by the world kicks us in our balls every day. Like, nigga, you ain't did shit, you don't deserve shit. And that's how it should be. We not even mad about that. It's nothing to be mad about. I only should get what I deserve to have. Right? If I don't work, I don't eat. Work includes getting up and becoming valuable. Eating means I get I get what I caught. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like it ain't no good women out here if I'm not even in a space to have good women. Right? How do you know it's not enough good women out here? Right? And that goes for women too, but I like to, I ain't trying to fix them. Somebody else got to help them out with their problems. I'm here to help the world through men. And like fellas, it's good advice for everybody. Like you ain't climbed high enough up the mountain. How can you be upset? And climbing up the mountain represents what type of work have you done? What type of hardship have you overcome? That's what men have to do. Our value is developed. It's not preserved. A woman's value is preserved. Right? We get this confused. We think women supposed to climb the mountain like men. They can't. They supposed to stay at the top of that motherfucker, stay preserved. So the fellas is taking this idea that they've accepted through feminism that he supposed to be equal to a woman. So somehow he just supposed to get what he want. It's like, no, you have to earn it. You got to climb, fall, break some shit, fix it, heal, and keep going. And the farther you get up, the better access you have to higher quality things because you're higher quality. You know, the weird thing about the word standard is people don't realize that the root word of standard is stand. And your standard can't be higher than you. I'm going to say that again because I know it's crazy whenever I say
Uh-oh.
it. It fuck people up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Your standard can't be higher than you are. Your standard is something that you have to stand on. So that means you can only build your standard up as far as you can climb. And in that event, you can stand on that and you can build a new standard, but you have to be able to build it to where you can climb on top of it and stand. That's your standard. Many of us think our preferences, which are things that are away from us, we think our preferences are standards. And that's where the delusion and failure to, integrate into strong relationships and identify them come from. But I digress.
Sheesh. What makes you the perfect partner? If you guys are just now joining, we're in the Media Mentors Mega Mansion. We've been having this conversation, for 2 hours now, and I want to continue to have this conversation. I want to check on my sister Angelica too, to see if she wants to chime into this conversation because I want to talk about it. What makes you the perfect partner? Extend on this conversation, make you guys think some more, dive in some more. Angelica, are you there, sis, right now? Are you available with us right here?
Yeah, you caught me before I was getting ready to get on
I
another call,
appreciate you,
but
sister. Please chime into what we've been talking about so far.
um so what makes you the perfect partner? Well, first of all, I really don't think anyone is perfect. We all need grace and we all need consideration. I think, I try to steer away from the whole relationship talk thing because I feel like it's enough podcasts that do that, and it's enough people that do it on this app. But in my own personal opinion, when it comes down to quote unquote the personal partner, what I believe is that you should be open. And you should be teachable and you should be coachable. You also should have great communication because communication can make and break relationships or, it in any type of partnership. Um, I really, I know for me personally, Angelica Williams, I have done a great amount of work. I have made a lot of mistakes in life. I don't look down on the next person just because I know where I've come from. I know what I have endured. And so I see life a little bit different than others may see it. But I do know in order to quote unquote be perfect or even I don't even want to use the word perfect. To coexist with someone, to grow with someone, to evolve with someone, you got to be open. Um, when you get in relationships, you can say, I've done a lot of work on myself. I've done a lot of work. But you don't know how much work you've done until you are with someone and they actually see the work or that work is being quote unquote tested. Because we are in our own skin, in our own mind, and we think we are. And when you're in your own self and you don't have anyone around you to judge if you have become better in certain areas, then, it's just your opinion. I have dated. I have been in relationships before. Um, right now, I know like emotional intelligence wise, I probably can't stand a relationship right now. That's just me being real with myself. Like a lot of times we can want companionship, which I do. Do I want to be in a relationship? Yes. But right now I know that it's not the great time for me just because of what I'm doing. I think if a lot of people are more real with themselves and not string people along, we won't have all these podcasts talking about this. And then also all these lists, which I ain't gonna go there. Like I said, I don't even like talking about relationships like that. But again, what I think makes the perfect partner is somebody that has great communication or you understand their communication style. You pay attention to their needs and wants. Body language is a form of communication, believe it or not. And then you're also being open, being able to be teachable and coachable, because if you think you know everything, it's somebody that probably knows more than you, and they probably can teach you something. My grandma used to always tell me that. And when it comes down to this male female dynamic, um it's so muddled and I'm so old school. But I'm old school, but I'm also modern, and don't nobody on the stage shoot me. But I have values that are from my upbringing, and they're very old school. They're very traditional. But then I'm also a modern woman too that knows that I might delegate some stuff out. So I might not be the traditional quote unquote housewife, okay? Because I might not want to cook every night. I might not want to do whatever. So I think it's just understanding who you're with. I cannot speak for every woman on the stage or in Clubhouse or in the world. I can't speak for every man or nothing. I only can speak for me and what will work for me and my partner. And once we get to the conclusion of what works best for us and tune out the outside noise, then you'll feel like what makes you perfect for them and them perfect for you. And that works in harmony. I'm always about harmony and peace. What brings me peace? What enhances my peace? Because I have peace within myself. So again, that's just my take on it. I really don't like the relationships talk, brother, but I was here to support you and just put in a little input.
Let's go. No, I appreciate you, Angelica, for timing into this because, I like hearing your voice on these topics. Any topic that we have in the Media Mentors. Great having you here, Angelica. What makes
Uh,
you the perfect partner?
can
Who's coming in next? Who
me
want to take the mic?
substance?
Let's go.
And I wanted to speak after Angelica because the whole time, I was in here when it first started, and I mentioned the patience, but Angelica mentioned a lot of things that was crossing my mind because a lot of people focus on the word perfect, and I haven't heard anybody focus on the word partner. And a lot of what she said was traditional, modern. She said, I may not want to cook every night, you know? So I think what would make someone a perfect partner is understanding that they are a partner. That's it. Now that's good. Partnership. You and I said not even in business partnerships, you got people that what makes you the perfect business partner? What makes you the perfect relationship partner? And I don't even like the word perfect because we all make mistakes. We all need grace and we all need understanding. But what works best for that partnership, that ecosystem, what makes that ecosystem go around to produce things, that's what we should focus on. Because what may work for the next person ain't gonna work for me. I look at other people's relationships, they are not my goals because I don't know what they went through to get there. You gotta tune into what works best for you and your partner. If he makes 150,000 and you make 200,000, it don't make him any less. Y'all a partnership. Y'all working towards a common goal. Maybe you can help him flip his 150,000 because you got to where you are. So we have to focus on the word partner more than perfect, in my opinion.
Ooh, damn. We've been
And
having.
after that,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, that one more thing, one more word that came to me was understanding. Because I think we're very fixated on what we feel, what we think, our perspectives, our experience, and we don't give space to understand the other person's and where they're coming from, even when we don't agree.
Sheesh. Yeah, we've been having a great conversation in here. What makes you the perfect partner? If y'all want to continue to talk about this conversation, let's go. What makes you the perfect partner? What do you? I just like everyone was saying. No one's perfect. No one's the perfect. No one's perfect. There's still things that you can look at and say, you know what, I could have did this better, or I could look at it. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. So I definitely like where you guys came from with that. Like knowing that there's not a perfect partner, but I can work towards perfection. And that's, a great part of the conversation that I've been liking a lot. So if you guys still want to chime in, you guys can chime in. If not, I'll be shutting it down in like 5 minutes. So that way I can hop on some calls and some meetings because I have some things to do shortly. But if you guys want to hold this conversation and hold it open, I will keep the space open so that way you guys can chime in, give your inputs, and expand on the conversation. So if you guys still want it, the floor is open. What's going on? What makes you the perfect partner?
I'll give you guys one. I'm definitely going to look at everything from a team aspect.
and not necessarily just the gain of myself in regards of like business or talking about collaborating. I'm always trying to find a way to write or I guess get content on other individuals, which is potentially going to benefit them. But if it's in like a business orientated vibe, I think that I've never been greedy. I've never been like a person who's going to try to like take more than what's deserved. And I'm going to put in the work that
Say that
I'm
again,
asking
LeBron.
for.
Stand on that though, not
I'm
being
going to,
greedy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
Let's.
100%. You know what I mean? Because that's huge. And if you are not like a greedy individual, uh, that's going to be respected and that's going to be you're going to have so much more abundance in any business that you have, and then just making yourself holding yourself accountable. I like to hold myself accountable in any of the work that I do so I can know I earned what I'm getting or what I'm requesting or what I'm demanding, because then I did the work, I did the agreement, but I'm never going to be greedy. So if I'm demanding anything, it should never come off as being rude. This is business. It should never come off as being like me being rude to you. I'm just demanding what I said that I was going to do. I'm demanding my pay. I'm demanding my residual, or I'm demanding the the agreement. So yeah, I mean, it plays a favor in not being greedy in so many different aspects that you don't even know, and you can
Fact,
attract a lot of
yo,
business
and,
like
and
that
and
too.
LeBron, what's crazy too, bro. Let's talk about this because when I first met you, bro, you gave me resources off rip
Oh
without
yeah, dang, I
even
remember
asking, right?
that.
Without even asking me for anything. You was like, "Yo, Stack, here's the," you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
So now, you know what I mean, and I want you to expand on that because it's like, yo, you can give things
And you
or
can get
give out
so
information without
much.
expecting shit back. Yeah, and then without expecting
And
shit
then it
back,
just
like just
comes
giving
to
out
you.
good
Dude, you
karma.
know what? Hey,
Crazy.
look, reality. Whoa, shit, that just woke me up. When I gave you that stack, what did you do to me? Bro, you wrote me a whole article, bro. And you didn't even realize that was at a time that I just got hired for the company that I was working with at the time. And I was project
Yo,
managing. I was
I
project
forgot I
managing
did that,
for a company.
LeBron, for real.
Yeah, bro. And it was just like love, you know what I mean? And that was so valuable to me because I was able to utilize that in so many other formats. And when they seen that, they were like, "Yo, look. Well, what else could you do? Let's help you get here. Let's help you do that." And then they expanded me through their company in different ways because they seen what I was trying to go for. So that kind of shit, you can get a lot more in abundance in just being so and just not being greedy, man. Being a real team player. That's all.
Being a real team player, that's what it's about, yo. And I appreciate you, man, for that because a lot of people, aren't team players, right? They want to see what they can get,
Yeah.
right? I like people that could, because that's what I do, LeBron. The same thing that you do. I see how I can add to someone
Yeah, add
before I
value to
can
them.
see, yeah,
Hmm.
what I can get. What's up? I'm adding value before I can see, what's going on, right? And you guys went all the way in today. If you guys still want to talk about it, I'm gonna leave it open. If not, y'all already know where I'm going. I'm gonna shut it down, and then I don't know when the next time we gonna have one, but I'm gonna plan it out to see when we gonna have another fire ass conversation. Right? Put a fire emoji in the chat if you guys enjoyed this conversation today when we went all the way in with everybody that came in earlier from right now, right? And if you guys have any last words, you guys can definitely chime in. But it's definitely looking like I'm about to be out because I'm done with the beginning. So we went all the way in. All y'all did you know what I'm saying? Went all y'all shares. Everybody went in. I appreciate y'all for coming through. This is what it's about. Coming on here, talking, giving good insights, and everybody being respectful too. That's why I really like having these conversations because when y'all come through, y'all be very, very respectful and never attack anyone. Y'all attack the point. Y'all get to the point, right? We handle the business, we get to the point. So that's why I love having these conversations, right? Click this link at the top too. Book a 15-minute call with me so that way we can level up on all social media platforms. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I want to do some more articles. I want to bring more people on the podcast show. I want to turn up with some more people too. So
Oh,
let's do
yo,
some
I
more
got
work.
I got somebody for you for that podcast show.
Okay, yeah. Put them
Yeah.
on the schedule. Send them this link right here so that way we
Hell
can
yeah.
get together
For
because we went
sure.
all the way in, bro, today.
I'm
This
gonna have
whole
my
room.
wife tap in. It's gonna be my wife. She's gonna link up with you for
I
sure.
I say less, and then we'll do some work to see how we can do some fire ass work. But if anybody wants any last words, y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's on y'all. If not, I'm going. I'm out. What y'all gonna do?
Hey, y'all want to hold it down
If,
in here or what's up?
what's up, LeRon? It's on y'all,
Hey,
bro.
look,
If
man.
not, I'm shutting it down, bro. Hold on. Matter of
I
fact,
would love
you
to,
know
but
what?
you
It
know what?
depend. Yo, you know what, LeRon? It depends on how hard they ping it up. If y'all ping it up hard enough,
Okay.
I'll keep this shit open. If they ping it up
Okay.
hard enough, I'll keep it open.
24/7, girl, you dip on my bread. And I know you want me to go down on my knees. But you can't